substitutes just fly all over the football. Just got to set the tone early. And, of course, week to week to week, always that offensive line has got to play good assignment, good technique, and allow Carlisle or Williams to be able to carry the football, or Hudson to be able to pass, to give him time for protection, or if he decides to run it, go from there.
The first quarter is going to be a huge indicator for me, Greg. Just how do we come out? Do we come out and score early? Are we able to move the ball well against this team? And, again, I kind of joke around with friends of mine, dance with the one what brought you.
Yep.
I want us to see us doing what we do instead of trying to go off the rails and try some different things. Greg's about to go down there, get ready for a coin toss, so we're going to step away from this break. We come back, we got I'll get ready for kickoff live here from Cairo, Georgia, right here on Eagle Sports.
Hey friends, TLDD Todd Parrish here from Kill Grange. Join us in No Shave November. We're going to stop shaving and start raising funds for the American Cancer Society. We may not be shaving our beards, but we're shaving prices on all new Kias. Check out our Black Friday sales event, the 2019 Kia Stinger, with MSRP of only $34,649. Your price, $31,115. Stop by and visit us online at KillGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Slot number 111025. Price plus tax, tag, and title. See Kia of LaGrange for complete details. Sales good through November 30th.
That's a lot more than a scratch. So now what do? Well, you carry it to the Rexperts, Precision Auto Body in LaGrange. They are a color match specialist and will wow you with the quality of the job because they have a downdraft spray booth and the experts who know how to use it. So call and get a free estimate. They will handle the insurance company paperwork and fix your car so you're happy and back on the road. Call Precision Auto Body in LaGrange at 706-884-9292. That's 706-884-9292.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, inside the Piggly Wiggly at Lee's Crossing, and in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
You need to brush your teeth at least twice a day, and you need to have your teeth cleaned and looked at by a dentist at least twice a year. We've heard this since we were kids, but sometimes we get busy and forget to brush and skip an appointment. We turn around, and it's been a while since we've been to the dentist. So let's get back on track. Call Childress Dental Center for an appointment at 706-882-1888 or go to the web at childressdentalcenter.com because your smile is very important, and we want you to have the best one possible. Childress Dental Center, now at 2 locations, 114 Calumet Center in LaGrange and 100 College Street in Hogansville.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Troup High School is going to take on the Cairo Syrup Makers live here from their field. They call it Wayne Tootle Field. We're excited about this ballgame. Just looked at the toss. The Tigers lost the toss. Cairo won it. They're elected to defer to the second half, so it'll be the Tigers on offense to start the ballgame. We'll be receiving the ball. They'll be moving left to right on your radio dial. Just kind of looking at that on the field, and we sent out some of our best. Gabe Hubbard, King Makuta, Joko Willis. They were all out there on the field along with Kobe Hudson, and they seem to tower over the guys on the far side. Cairo comes out in their all red. They got red bottoms, red tops, white letters. The Tigers are in their gold pants, their white jerseys. Their names are on the back with the gold numbers, so you can see them out there. With the also have the navy helmets with the oval T, rockin' T as Greg likes to call it. And we're getting ready to kick this one off. Again, folks, we're just excited that you're joining us tonight. It's our friend Steve Myrna just texted me. He's down there in Orange Beach, Alabama, listening to us tonight. We appreciate that. Just, again, from Spain to Florida, all the way through the state of Georgia, thank you for listening to Eagle Sports tonight as we're bringing you this third round of the playoffs. Great hometown crowd to walk across the way as we see them. A kind of a double-decker stadium here. They've got the standard rows on the bottom, and then on the top they've got a big set of stands.
Neat little matchbox press box on the visitor side, but it's really nice to be around all these Troup fans as they're on their feet, excited to get this thing kicked off. There's the whistle, and we're ready to get this thing going. They'll step up. There's the kick. High kick going all the way into the end zone, out of the back of the end zone. So they'll bring it out to the 20, and that's where the Tigers will have it, first and 10. No time off the clock as he goes right into the end zone, so we'll get this thing started. Great to see Johnny Hurd and the Troup High School Tiger Band extending their year. Also, they're over in the stands, going to be firing up the crowd, firing up all these players. Again, we're on the visitor side tonight, so if you're watching out there, that's the direction that you're seeing things from. And the Tiger offense will make their way onto the field, and we'll get this thing started. Trey Williams will stand in there along with Hudson. Hudson takes it, going to fake the handoff. He'll keep it, going around the left side. Still on his feet as he gets to the corner, turns upfield and runs over a syrup maker. Man, I tell you what, that's a sticky situation on that far side with that young syrup maker.
Well, right in front of the home stands too, Jack. He fakes the handoff to Trey Williams, takes it from the center of the field all the way around to the left side over behind Gabe Hubbard and Kobe Harry, runs over the corner, and that'll bring up second down and a foot for the Tigers.
Hudson takes it. He'll make the handoff this time. Following his blocking around the outside, he'll pick up the first down across the 30-yard line.
Give that ball to Trey Williams. Williams will pick up a yard and a half up to the 31, so that'll move the change. You're right. Started on the 20, two plays and 11 yards. Ball's on the 31, maybe the 32 for the Tigers.
Got twins to this near side, one man wide to the left. Kobe going to keep it, going around the left side. Bounces to the outside, still on his feet, across the 40, and they'll go out of bounds right about the 45-yard line.
They're going to mark him out, looks like just short, about the 42-yard line, maybe the 41, but that shouldn't move the chains for another first down. So 4 plays for the Tigers, 2 first downs as they're on the move. The ball's on the 42-yard line of the Tigers.
Tiger offense looking good as we get this thing started. Moving left to right on your radio dial. Hudson stands in there, waits for the shotgun snap, calls for it, takes it, going to pass the ball, swings it out to this near side, caught to 40, 45, hit and brought down right at the 50.
You know, one thing I was going to mention is that Jarrell Smith and Jamari Thrash out here on the Troup sidelines. They had twins out here on the right side. Real soft corner. Their cornerback had dropped back about 12 yards. Now he comes up real tight. But that was a perfect little stab pass. That'll pick up 6 yards. 7 yards.
Stacked twins to the left side. They're struggling with the coverage on that. They're not sure what to do. As we're going to hand the ball off in. A good job of following the ball.
Oh, yes.
Across the 50 to the 45, down to about the 43-yard line.
Big heavyweight Kobe Harry pulls from his left guard position all the way across and kicks out. And Stephen Messer's down on the ground pulling his left leg. So we'll have to get a replacement in there. But going to break now.
We're going to take a quick break. The Tigers, no score this one. They're driving. They're across the 50-yard line.
Well, I've done rolled through every button and got nothing so far. Well, not quite. I'm at the 103. Riley Bowles will be his replacement at right guard.
I think something.
We support the team, the coaches, the band, the cheerleaders, and of course the families and the fans. At Glenn Smith, we're proud to be your local Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer with over 500 new and used vehicles every day. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. That's Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, inside the Piggly Wiggly at Lee's Crossing, and in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. We have your flu shot ready, so come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. As the Tigers are driving, they had a first down. On our second down play, we got a penalty call, so they'll back us up with a holding call back to the 50-yard line. So it'll be second down again, but second about 17.
Nice two plays there for the Tigers. Riley Bowles comes in. He'll sub for Stephen Messer as they look to Stephen Messer on the sidelines. I'll get you an update as soon as we can.
Stack trips to the far side, and I think that we have jumped off sides. You mentioned that Bowles is in, and not really sure of the snap count.
I think Bowles may have been the one to move offside, so that'll bring up another 5-yard penalty. So instead of, you're looking at about 2nd and 20 now for the Tigers. I just got to get in the rhythm. The number one offense was in a good rhythm there. Messer goes down with an injury. 2 plays later, we get 2 penalties, and so let's just settle back down offense.
Stack trips to the far side. Haven't seen that set up as we're going to throw down the field. Got a man wide open. Caught. 15.
Yes!
5. Touchdown, Tigers!
Joko Willis from his slot position on the Cairo sidelines, just on the inside hash, takes it down the line, inside the linebackers, gets behind the free safety. Hudson lays it perfectly. Joko breaks away from the free safety after trying to make a tackle, darts 15 yards into the end zone. Your score at the 9:04 mark of the first period, Troup 6, Cairo 0.
Awesome job. He got behind the secondary very well. Probably about 2 to 3 yards of separation.
Men on the field and a little bit of confusion. That'll back us up 5 for the PAT. So the ball will be placed. Schweitzer lays the tee down on the 15-yard line. So in essence, that's a 25-yard PAT.
Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick is good. 7-0 early on in the first quarter play here in Cairo. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger football on Eagle Sports.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service.
Bravo!
It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service. Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com for all your insurance needs. It's the Mallory Agency.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Come back. Come back to us. Are we off the air? Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. We're leading 7-0 right now with 9:04 left to go in the first quarter of play. Tigers will kick the ball off. Joko Willis with a great pass from Kobe Hudson to start the scoring for the Tigers. Here we go. Helson Martinez will approach. There's the kick. Not too high. A little bit of a knuckleball. Take it to 10, up the field, finds his wall, and it's a great tackling at about the 30-yard line. So not a very deep kick, but a good return, about a 20-yard return. They'll have the ball 1st and 10 from the 30.
You know, as I looked up, I saw the receiver down there on about the 5-yard line. He throws his hands up real quickly as if he's going to do a fair catch. But, yeah, then he runs up under the ball, picks it up about the 11, maybe the 12-yard line, runs it out to the 30, and that's where the Cairo Syrup Makers will begin their offensive possession.
Robert Matthews Peters is the quarterback. Stands in there, single back to his left, man wide left and right, puts a man in motion, back to the other side of him, calls for it, turns quickly, up the middle goes the quarterback, fakes the handoff, then he goes through, picks up about maybe 3 yards, maybe 4, call it 2nd and 6.
Nice job by Alonzo Ogletree on the other side over there, Devin Hill as well. King Makuta takes him down, after about a 3-yard gain. So it'll be 2nd down and 7. The quarterback actually faked the handoff, took it around to the right side, which is toward King Makuta.
Matthews, the quarterback, calls for it once again. Going to hand the ball off, coming to the outside.
Got some running room. There you go. Got a holding.
Got a holding call, maybe. He's still on his feet. Finally brought down by his own player. He's hit from behind. And there is a flag on the play.
We had Alonzo Ogletree playing a tight corner that time. He had actually inched his way in toward the tight end. And when the tight end grabbed Ogletree and turned him inside, and that allowed their tailback on the handoff to get outside toward the Troup sidelines. That'd be coming back. That flag's laying on the 35-yard line. So it's a spot foul. It'll be 10-yard holding penalty. Should back him up to the 25-yard line. That'll replay 2nd down, Jack.
7-0's your score. Troup High leading right now for the 3rd round of the playoffs. Tigers taking on Cairo, the syrup makers. So you mentioned 2nd down. They've marched the ball back to the 25-yard line. So right nose will touch the 25-yard line. Cairo lines up and is ready to go. Put another man back on the outside. Twins to this near side. Got a slot receiver, actually 3 receivers now, slot receiver to this near side. The quarterback's all along the backfield. Pulls the man in motion back to this near side. Lost the ball. Now the quarterback scrambled around. He's hit, brought down by a host of Tiger tacklers. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and another loss.
Very interesting help here in the booth with the coaches as Busby, the defensive coordinator, is kind of echoing some comments down on the field. And when they showed that in motion, Devin Hill stepped up real quickly on the outside right there, Jack. And when it was snapped, he went across the line of scrimmage and tackled the quarterback in the backfield. That'll go as about a 5 or 6 yard loss. So 3rd down and long for the serve makers.
3 backs to the backfield. They'll roll him out to the wide side of the field on the far side now. So 3 receivers to the right. And a timeout's called. If they call a timeout, we'll take one as well. Tigers leading 7-0. It was Troup High School Tiger football on Eagle Sports.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Back at the station, if y'all can make sure to play those bumpers so we hear y'all coming back to us, that'd be great. Man in motion back to the far side. Big 3rd down for the syrup bakers. Again, back to 3 receivers. There's a low snap. Tall sweep going around the right side. They're going to throw the ball from there. They got a man back there. We got coverage on him, and the ball falls incomplete. A flag. So they may not get a 1st down out of this, unless it's automatic 1st down, because it's a 16 yards to a 1st down, 15-yard penalty. We'll see what happens.
Well, there's one of those things, too. We can argue that the ball wasn't catchable and that the feet got tripped up. There was no hand contact. Just the feet ran up and got tripped up. But the ball was 8 yards beyond either the cornerback or the wideout. But they had tried a little, not a flea flicker, but just a halfback pass where they hand it off to the halfback, and he rolls out toward the Cairo sidelines and just throws it as far as he can throw it, about 40 yards down the field, which is a little bit further. So actually, they're going to call maybe offsetting because you got a player downfield, and
so that's going to be 4th down.
So it should be just replay the down.
Okay.
So we're looking at 3rd down and 16. Ball's on the 22 of Cairo. They've got to get out to the about the 41-yard line.
So as Greg was saying, a legal man downfield, and then we had defensive pass interference. So the whistle, actually a timeout called. Coach Glisson's going to take that timeout. We take one as well. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
Hey friends, TLDD Todd Parrish here from Keeler Grange. Join us in No Shave November. We're going to stop shaving and start raising funds for the American Cancer Society. We may not be shaving our beards, but we're shaving prices on all new Kias. Check out our Black Friday sales event, the 2019 Kia Stinger, with an MSRP of only $34,649. Your price, $31,115. Stop by and visit us online at KeelerGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Slot number 111025. Price plus tax, tag, and title. See Key of LaGrange for complete details. Sounds good through November 30th.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Mormon, Greg Hicks, live here from Cairo, Georgia. Tigers leading 7-0 right now. A great pass from Kobe Hudson to Joko Willis. A 55-yard touchdown. Change my notes there. Tigers 3 penalties so far in the contest. Cairo just 2 penalties on them. They're looking at a 3rd and 16 now.
Jack, as we come out of the break, they'll take Khalif Thornton to the sidelines, bring in junior Jordan Adams. He'll be your nose tackle on this particular play as we're looking to make adjustments. Empty backfield.
Matthews all by himself back there. Calls for a man to go in motion. Waits for it, calls for it again. Looking, just a quick throw out. Complete. Knocked out of bounds. Wow, knocked out of bounds way short of the first down. And one of the biggest hits you've seen all season long.
Kevin Martin from his middle linebacker position literally had a rocket ship coming out. And when he hit that tailback after he gained about 7 yards, he literally put him up against the fence. And one of the hardest hits right here in front of the Tiger Nation.
Yep, that was big. You know what else, Greg? All that has gone on, no first downs in that drive for them. They never got past the 40.
That's a great point. Now, it'll be interesting to see because we've got Jamari Thrash. He's moving on back to about the 25. And
they got a good punting game.
Let's see what happens with this punter.
There's the snap. He steps up, gets the kick away. High,
nice,
turns
it over. Yeah.
He's got to be, D1's got to be looking at him. He's going to step away from him. He's going to bounce down. We talked about it, Greg, in the pregame, that field position is probably a big deal for Cairo. And right there you can see it is.
Well, we just figured it out. So if we put him in a punting situation again, we got to drop back about another 15 yards.
Yep. So that was one of the most gorgeous punts I've seen all season long. Just a spiral.
It
high.
Turned over.
Yep.
Plenty of hang time. Did a really, really nice job. So the Tigers, on their second possession, will take over on the 8-yard line. So they've got 92 yards to pay dirt. As they've got an odd formation. We haven't seen this triple stack on the right side, Jack.
They ran that one time in the previous set of downs. There's a snap, handoff into the line. We pull the guard, and he's going to drive forward, get a couple of yards out of that one. Second down.
Riley Bowles just drove forward, but Kobe Harry moved from his left guard position. He pulled and flew off along the line of scrimmage, turned upfield, and has allowed him to pick up about 4 yards. The ball will be spotted on the 16-yard line for the Tigers.
Kobe calls for it. We jump to the outside, gets to the corner.
Yes!
Great job of running the ball. It's just run over one of the Cairo syrup makers. Made a pancake out of him. Tyree Carlisle, great job of running. Another first down for the Tigers.
Wow, just handed off to Tyree. What an excellent block. I see Stephen Method's back in there. Hunter Bass on the outside just turned his man inside, allowed Carlisle to get outside. And Carlisle, once he saw open field, he decided to run over the corner and picked up another 6 yards. The ball spotted on the 27-yard line.
Handoff again, bouncing on the outside, following his blocking. Going to get close to the 30-yard line. Let's see where they mark it.
Got a flag on the play as well. Kind of threw it into the interior. My guess is that's where you're going to see holding or either a chop block. Let's see what the white hat says. He's going to be walking his way over toward the Cairo where he'll tell them.
It's going to be against the Tigers.
We couldn't see his hand motion. I know Coach is going to be asking for verification, but that's at least a 10-yard penalty. That'll move the ball back to the 15-yard line. The ball was spotted on the 20, about the 25, so that'll be it may have been a 15-yard penalty, but
it's backed them up quite a bit. So here we go once again. Caboose will stand there. He'll have Carlisle back there with him again. Puts a man in motion. Takes the snap. fakes the handoff, looks to throw, slips down, and we're going to lose yardage there. Not really, I guess they'll call it a sack, but he just kind of slipped down as he stepped back.
Kobe looked to throw it to a slot back, and he just wasn't there, and then he actually took a step backwards, and when he did, his feet slipped out from under him. That'll bring the ball back to the 9-yard line.
Where we started.
It is. They've got to get out to the 36, maybe the 37-yard line for a first down. So third, it's actually second. They call it 2nd and 24.
Kobe going to run it himself. Pops to the outside, now cuts back inside. They'll tackle him as he gets close to the, I guess, about 13-yard line?
They're going to give him probably 4 yards on that. And so you're looking at about third down and 20 yards to go. They've got to get up, like I said, to the 37-yard line. And we got to think about it. We talk about field position. That punt started out down here, put us down on the 9-yard line. Now, we were out here, but some penalties caused us to back up.
Yep.
And so we really need to get some significant yardage here because Mark Anthony Dixon typically punts the ball about 30 yards, so about half the distance of Cairo's punter.
Back to pass once again is Kobe. Look, he's got wide open across the middle of the field. Oh, just out of his reach. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Jamari Thrash had it in his hands, let it go through. I don't know if it was a lack of concentration. Maybe he thought a free safety was about to hit him, but the coaches are going to tell him there's no reason you should not have had that football, and that was right on the first down marker at the 32-yard line. 37-yard line is where he just misplayed that ball. I guarantee you when he thinks about it, he's going to wish he had that back. So that'll bring up an interesting. So Mark Anthony Dixon will be about 3 yards deep in our own end zone to punt the football. As Joko Willis is our long snapper.
Got to get this punt off. He stands in his own end zone.
We talk about field position, and this is he's actually standing on the goal line.
Steps up, gets the kickoff. Good kick.
Nice kick, Mark Anthony.
Bounces across the 50, 45, still bouncing to the 40. And great job.
Yes.
Love it.
Well, they gave up the ball on the 35, about the 30-yard line. No, actually more like the 35-yard line. They didn't get a field goal. Remember when Kevin Martin hit him out, he kicked it down to the 9-yard line, and a few little penalties for the Tigers. But all in all, not a bad field interchange, especially when we're looking at Mark Anthony, who's normally good for about 25 or 30-yard punts. He got us all the way down here to the 42.
In the air to about the 45 on the other side.
So just when we needed him to do that, he came through.
Yep. So here comes Cairo, the quarterback, Matthew Peters. Just standing there, single back behind him. Going to hand the ball, actually fake the handoff, throw it out here on a wing. A nice stiff arm by that young man, and he's going to be tackled out of bounds at about the 47-yard line.
Jace Godwin, along with Mandarius Diggs, he had stiff arm Mandarius and shoved Mandarius down and allowed Jace Godwin to come in and help him out. But after he picks up about 5.5 yards, little stab pass. We got to look on defending that a little bit different. That's twice they've made significant gains on that pass.
They've got two guys blocking ahead of him. We've only got 2 guys out here on them.
Right.
Same setup as before. They're going to look to try to, again, hit the quarterback. As the ball's handed off, they only get a yard out of that one. So third down.
Good job by Makuta and Devin Hill, as their job was they play good technique, just nail the quarterback, and they both came from either side and buckled him in. And good job by Jeremiah Holston along with Khalif Thornton at keeping him to about a 2-yard gain. So it'll be third down and 3 for the syrup makers.
Well, you've got to hit that quarterback, Greg, because he will fake it and he will run. He's one of their leading rushers. Trips to the right, put a man in motion back to this near side. He'll stop behind the quarterback into a pistol set. Now they'll run the option. They'll pitch to him, cuts inside, and he'll pick up the first down and more. Going to run the right side, 40, 35, and brought down there.
Well, you can't ask for a better. Yeah, I want to say that it was probably Ogletree that turned it back inside. You got to have some backside help, particularly from the linebacker. You had the right tackle for the Cairo syrup makers had slid over and kind of got in and shaded in front of Martin, and so he couldn't get out there to make the tackle. That'll pick up about 20 yards down inside the Tigers' 35-yard line. They're going to mark it about the 34-yard line.
7-0 is your score in favor of the Troup High School Tigers. Stacked receivers to this near side. Cairo moving from right to left on your radio dial there in all red. Top to bottom from helmets to shoes. There's the snap. Running that little play where
yes!
We knock it down. What great defensive play there. They're going to say it was not a lateral, but what a tremendous defensive play by the Tigers as they knocked the ball out of the air on the stab pass.
Good job by Jace Godwin. He was in guarding the slot guy. And he saw it coming. Jace just jumped up in it and with his left hand slapped the ball out of the air. So good defense. That's about the fourth time they've run that play, and they wouldn't keep running it if they didn't think it was effective. So good job, Tiger defense.
Tigers put 5 men on the line looking for the run as they bunch set everybody up to the inside. And that's what they're going to try to do. A little reverse coming around the outside, and we don't have backside pursuit. Yes. We do upend him. I think he'll get a first down out of that. No, actually, no, he'll be short of the first down.
He's going short of the first down. He only picked up about 5 yards. It'll be third down and 5. But, good job for Alonzo Ogletree. One-on-one open field tackle. He tried to jump Ogletree, and Ogletree would have nothing of it. Flipped him in the air, and he came down on that helmet. So it'll be third down and 3 as the ball is spotted on about the 27-yard line of the Tigers. Big third down for the Tigers here.
That's definitely it. Quarterback Matthew Peters stands there, puts a man in motion back to the right side, twins to this near side. Going to fake the handoff, actually make the handoff on the right side. And we're not reading that well, Greg. It's hard to see the way he's riding his backs in there. We don't take the fake. He keeps the ball at a first down for Cairo going around that right side.
It is. The tailback took the handoff, and Alonzo Ogletree met him about 6 yards down the field after he had picked up the first down. And that time, the tailback said, hey, it's my time to run over you, Alonzo. And he did just that. After picking up the first down, the ball's going to be spotted on the 18-yard line. First down and 10 for Cairo.
There's the handoff. He's going to keep it going around the left side. He's hit hard after a gain of about 2 or 3.
Good job by Boykin, as Boykin's able to make the initial hit from his right tackle position. He might not pick up. They're going to give him maybe a 2-yard gain on that one. It'll take it down. They're going to call it a 3-yard down to the 15. So second down and 7 for Cairo on the Troup High 15-yard line.
So here we go. Tigers leading 7-0. We're late in the first quarter. Cairo driving. Quarterback back to pass. He's hit as he throws the ball, but it falls incomplete on the far side. But, man, he paid for that pass.
King Makuta came through on the right side, the right defensive end, untouched, and he just waylaid the quarterback about the time it left his hand, but he punished him. Almost Ogletree stepped in between it, Jack, and I thought it was a pick, and it could have been a pick six of about 85 yards. But, unfortunately, that'll bring up third down and 7 for Cairo. And they've got an injured player on the field.
Well, they check on him. We're going to take a break. 30 seconds. Back to the station. Listen to Troup High School Tiger football on Eagle Sports.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. 48 seconds left to go in the first quarter play. Tigers right now are leading 7-0. Cairo has been driving the ball. They've had a pretty good run here, moving the ball down the field. Third and 7 for them. Last play was an incomplete pass. Low snap. You're going to hand it to the running back around the right side. He's dragged down from behind. He'll be close to the first down on that far side, Greg.
He'll get in. He'll get it.
Down near the 10-yard line. Tackle made by Tavian Smith. It's a 30 goal from the 10.
Greg, we can hear him, but he's struggling to hear us. So waiting to see what the result of this is going to be. Again, we're at 11:05 left to go here in the second quarter play. 7-6 is your score. Again, they're still in the huddle talking. Let's go ahead and take 30 seconds back to the station while we try to figure things out here on Eagle Sports. Okay, Google. Call Greg.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results, because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger Football. Jack Foreman, Greg Hicks. We're trying to get Greg's radio to work down there as they're still on the sideline talking. Greg's mic is working, but he can't hear us, so that makes it a little bit difficult to do a conversation from up here. Again, right now it's 7-6. They haven't kicked the extra point. It's 11:05 in the second quarter. Coach Glisson has been very, very frustrated about a previous call, and they're continuing to have a conversation there on the sideline trying to figure out what's going on there. I would give the officials credit that they're listening, and they're very deliberately working through this situation. And now both sets of fans are on their feet cheering for their team, trying to get everybody fired up on the sidelines. They're starting to break things up. Now we'll watch the white hat, see what we got going here. As he speaks to the official on the far side. We'll try to figure out what's going on here. Coach Glisson has not been removed from the sideline, so that's a real good thing. He's still out there. They're talking to official on the far side. And they give the coach for Cairo some insight as to what's going on there. And he seems to be satisfied with whatever that was. And so now we'll go from there. So back to the line of scrimmage they go to kick the extra point. 7-6 is your score right now. And they need to put it into the uprights to get it to 7-7. He'll step to the left. Line it up. We'll wait for the snap. Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick is good. 7-7. We're knotted up in the second quarter of play. Listen to Troup High School Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
Hey friends, Teal Double D Todd Parrish here from Grange. Join us in No Shave November. We're going to stop shaving and start raising funds for the American Cancer Society. We may not be shaving our beards, but we're shaving prices on all new Kias. Check out our Black Friday sales event, the 2019 Kia Stinger, with MSRP of only $34,649. Your price, $31,115. Stop by and visit us online at KillerGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Slot number 111025. Price plus tax, tag, and title. See Key of LaGrange for complete details. Sounds good through November 30th.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. 7-7 is our score for the second quarter of play. A long drive by Cairo as they're able to finally put it into the end zone. And now they'll kick the ball off to the Tigers. 11:05, as we mentioned, we are tied as we're in the third round of playoffs. And it's been quite a contentious ball game so far. There's the kick. Going all the way out into the end zone. But they're going to call that back, I think. Looks like that's what they're going to do, is back them up. As you'll hear the beep, beep sound by some of the crowd, the backup signal. Tell them to back it up. And that's exactly what they'll do. So the Tigers get a little bit better field position automatically as they've been kicking it into the end zone. So hopefully we can get a good return out of this one. So the ball now rests on the 35-yard line instead of the 40. We'll kick it from there. They'll kick it from there, excuse me. Moving left to right as we switch sides here. There's the whistle. Kicker's going to mark it off. He'll back up, get ready to make the kick. Turns, lines it up, checks it out. Very deliberate is this young man. He'll step up, and there's the kick. Another good kick, much shorter this time, taking about the 15, up to the 20. 25, cut inside, great hole for him at the 40, still on his feet at the 41, and they're going to bring him down finally at the 41-yard line. And the Tigers with great field position to start this next drive. Greg wants some new technology. We finally got him back up in the booth. He'll see if we can get his sideline mic. The mic is working. That's a good thing, but we don't have anything for him to hear us with. It's kind of hard to do it when you can't hear us.
True, and I could look up in the booth, but I'd be standing on the 50 all day long, and that's not going to work.
Well, that's what I do. Stand on the 50 the whole game long. Kobe stands in there. Got a fresh set of downs at the 41. Going to keep the ball himself, running to the right. Following his blocking, gets across to the 45. So about a 4-yard gain.
Nice little, he goes to the right side behind Riley Bowles and Hunter Bass, and he's able to pick up 4 strong yards. On that, there's a controversy down there. They thought they were 12 men, but I don't think Glisson realized that they had already thrown the flag. As I was walking up the sidelines, he had thrown the flag, and then next thing I know, Glisson's out on the field arguing. And, long argument. He well-deserved unsportsmanlike penalty for sure.
Takes a snap, handoff into the line. Following his blocking, breaks through at the 50, 45. Ball comes out. They pick it up. They're at the 45, and a fumble by the Tigers will give the ball to the Syrup Makers at the 45.
Trey Williams is coming through the line of scrimmage, had open daylight. He gets hit at about the 45-yard line, and the ball actually squirts out of his hands down to about the 40, about the 36. The Cairo player, free safety, picks it up out of the air and runs it over toward the Troup sidelines and kind of slides
with
down.
Local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way. By teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service. Some might call that old school. But then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com.
Field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football as we're going to keep it here. 7-7 is your score. The Tigers fumbled the ball a moment ago. It'll be a first down for the Syrup Makers from the 45-yard line. Had another first down that the Tigers were looking at. Good blocking ahead, but we struggled with that.
You're right. Just looking at some of our fan base, they're saying, hey, we do acknowledge that we've got some crackling in our broadcast, and we're trying to efficiently work it out now. It seems like every stadium that we go to.
Different set of challenges just about every time.
It sure is with all the aluminum and steel structures around. And, yeah, you would think with all the sophistication out there that we'd be able to solve this, but we're going to get it worked out. I appreciate you guys listening to us. It means a lot to us, even though we're struggling with it.
So here come the Syrup Makers back to the line of scrimmage. The quarterback, Robert Matthew Peters, a little hyphenated name there. Stands in there, puts a man in motion back on the far side. Finally calls for it. He's going to run the ball himself, cuts inside, runs into a wall. He gets to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Key Makuda's down on the ground, and he just grabbed him by the ankles and pulled him down, waiting for a lot of the other Tigers to tackle him. That'll go down as no gain as the quarterback decides to keep it himself. Quick score update if you guys are listening to us. 14-7 Callaway over Washington County in the second quarter.
Excellent job.
Thank you, Tony Walls, for keeping me posted on that one.
So here they go back around the left side. We hit him, but we don't hold on to him. He squirms out, gets a first down across the 45 on the other side.
Actually, they're going to mark him on the 45. Let's see if they say move the chains. They may, they're going to tell him to move it. Go ahead and move the change. The Tigers had him in about the 47, maybe the 46-yard line, but slung him forward for a first down. So Cairo, this misdirection kind of reminds me of St. Pius last year's second-round playoff. Is a lot of misdirection, and right now they're when they're getting on the corner by getting on and hooking us on the outside, and we've got to be able to step out another foot. Good job as the play is thrown out to the flats by the quarterback. Has to pick the snap up off the ground. And you got Devin Hill outside on the coverage. That'll bring up second down and 10. 9 minutes to go until halftime. Your score 7-7 as Cairo is sitting on the Tigers' 45-yard line.
All right, here we go. Cairo with a fresh set of downs, as Greg mentioned, at the 45-yard line. There's a man in motion back to this near side. Going to hand him off, and he's going to be tackled for a loss. Back to the other 45, a 10-yard loss on that play.
Guess who? Number 24, King Makuda, is through the line of scrimmage, beyond the 50, all the way back to the Troup 40, or the Cairo. They're going to move it to the 47-yard line. That'll show up as about a 9-yard loss for Cairo.
So a third down now and almost 20. As Cairo looking at a big third down for them. Ben in motion back from the near side. He'll line up behind the quarterback. There's the snap. Quarterback going to keep it. Coming across the line of scrimmage. Tackled as he crosses the 50. And that'll bring up fourth down.
I was a little bit concerned. It looked like as he was coming down, we might have had him in the ear hole or maybe a face mask, but it was not called. It'll bring up a fourth down and 12 as the ball's over in the Tiger territory at about the 47-yard line is where they're going to mark it. And they'll punt. Now,
they're going to have to. Now, he could angle it and put it in the corner.
Well, he could because he's standing on his own 40-yard line, and we know he can put it in the end zone. But let's see. I mean, he should kick it high and short, or like you said, angle it toward the coffin corner.
So fourth down and 12. 7-7 is our score. Cairo stopped on that last drive. There's the snap. He'll step up. Not really a run after him. And fair call, case call, he'll roll into the end zone. Ooh. They'll bring it up to 20. That's what the Tigers will have it first and 10. 30 seconds back to the station. You listen to Troup High School Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
Towing and Automotive, located at 3140 West Point Road, LaGrange, Georgia. Boy, they do a terrific job offering 24-hour towing, and they'll tow from anywhere. And, of course, in terms of automotive, they handle virtually everything, any size, including diesel. Yeah, you're going to like Todd and Dusty. Nice guys doing terrific business all over East Alabama and West Georgia. T&D Towing and Automotive, 706-668-6547.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football as the Tigers getting ready for another set of down. Okay. Trying to help Greg to get on the sideline, working on that. We're going to keep working until we make it happen.
Kobe looking to the sideline. He's got his hands up in the air, looking for a call. Still hadn't got one yet. All right, where we go? All right, here we go. We got 8 seconds left on the play clock. Snap. Kobe drops back. He avoids a tackle in the backfield, and he slips down on the 19-yard line. They're going to probably spot him on the 18 as he'll lose maybe a couple of yards. So that'll bring up third down and 11 for the Tigers. So ball's going to be spotted, like I said, on the 18-yard line. They've got to get out to the 30-yard line for a first down. So third and 12. It just the last two plays, Jackie, they just look like they're discombobulated a little bit.
Well, we've got to get some better cleats for Kobe, if nothing else.
Yeah, it seems like every time he tries to dance in the backfield and make a cut, Kobe takes a snap from his shotgun, rolls back. He's got a man deep. He throws it over the middle, and it may be pass interference, and it is.
Yes.
However, that will not result in a first down, only a 10-yard penalty. So instead of third down and 12, it should be third down and 2 for the Tigers. So let's see what they do. The flag was thrown on the 45-yard line of the Tigers. Kobe Joko Willis was coming across a slant directly between the hash marks. Bumped, almost tackled. As I said, that'll bring the ball up to the 33-yard line. So that'll bring up third down. And actually, they're going to give him a first down. Okay.
I'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it, absolutely.
6:04 left to go in the first half of play. 7-7 is your score. Tigers driving. Kobe takes the shotgun snap. Hands the ball in from the line. They have a nice rush. Going to get us after a gain of only 1. Second down and 9.
Good job by Carlisle as he gets tackled in the backfield, or at least he gets grabbed a hold to in the backfield. He's able to break a couple of tackles and spin and really just get back to the line of scrimmage. Kind of, even though it was no gain, he certainly saved our Tigers a 2-yard loss. So we got to tighten up on that offensive right side with Hunter Bass and Riley Bowles.
Once again, the snap. Kobe going to keep it himself. Jumps to the outside, makes a move. Not enough of a move as they're going to tackle him after a gain of only a couple more. Third down and 6.
They had the little cornerback, number 5, for Cairo. He had stepped up and played excellent technique as he's making the "I'm eating him up" symbol to the Cairo sidelines. We heard that Cairo syrup makers love to talk a lot, and they're doing it just now. They're stopping these Tigers 3rd down and 8.5 for the Tigers.
We knew this was going to be a big ball game, Greg.
Absolutely.
Kobe looks back to the sideline, gets his call. 5:01 left to go in the first half of play. 7-7 is your score.
7 seconds left on the play clock. They got to hurry up or they're going to have to call a timeout. Looks like they're going to settle on a timeout, Jack.
Yeah, Coach Gliss is right there with him, and they do call a timeout. So they'll take a timeout while we get ready for a timeout as well. You listen to Troup High School Tiger Football on Eagle Sports. Greg, check it before you go. Does it sound okay?
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is a place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, inside the Piggly Wiggly at Lee's Crossing, and in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. 7-7 is your score. 4:48 left to go. The first half of play. Tigers looking at a 3rd down and about 8. And Greg, you got your ears on? Is it working for you?
Sounding good so far. Just keep your finger on that wire, Jack.
I got you. Oh. That wire's got a little shock in it.
Big play here for the Tigers. 3rd down and 9.
Kobe steps in, calls for it, and we jump off sides.
Actually, we've got Messer on the right side, Steven, as he's come in for he's gotten over his injury, but he moved early, so it'll back us up 5, and we certainly didn't need that penalty as we're struggling to get a first down now.
Tigers offense kind of moving in fits and starts here. So 3rd down and 14. But we've got to play for that. Twins to the right, slot receiver there. Kobe backs up to pass. Got some time, rolling, looking, throws it. Complete. And we got to get upfield, and we don't get enough. And they'll stop us at the 35-yard line. We're about 6 yards short, so it brings up 4th down.
Kobe had already telegraphed what he was going to do as he's rolling over toward the Cairo sidelines and really just didn't have an option downfield as his vision was impaired. He saw his one wide out, and he elected to go with it. Should have checked off if he could have seen it. Or possibly even run with him, but would probably picked up just as many yards. Bring up 4th down as the ball is on the 35-yard line. Mark Anthony Dixon will be probably standing on about the 22, and we need another long punt out of him just like he did before.
Yep, the other good one to be nice. Again, Greg, what we can't forget is this is a team that's used to being in the playoffs. They've got a lot of experience, and they're playing well. A little high snap. Going to get the kick off. Almost hit him. Very short kick. Fair catch called for at the 41-yard line, and that's where Cairo will have it 1st and 10. We'll keep it here.
You know, I go back to a previous series where Jamari Thrash was across the middle on a big 3rd down. Ball went right through his hands, and it looked like he was just didn't give me the effort that actually it looked like he's done in the past. But they got to put that behind him, and it looks like the offense is just struggling right now. Offensive line, you know, I told you keys to the game is that offensive line, and right now that offensive line is struggling to create holes for the runners and for Kobe.
Here comes Cairo. Stack Twins to this near side. Handoff into the line, and he's hit by the linebackers after he gains about 5. Brings up 2nd down.
Nick Ligon from his strong safety position will have to come up and make the tackle as he gets to the 2nd level. A lot of motion. It's kind of a hybrid wing T, if you will.
It's a spread offense, yeah.
They'll bring a single. So they've got a single wing over here to the right side. There's a lot of motion in that offense, and the Tigers really got to buckle their chin straps.
They'll check off at the line of scrimmage. Look back. Quarterback Matthew Peters will step back and wait for it. Puts a man in motion from the near side. Call for it. He's going to run the ball. Actually, he'll pitch it, and we miss him in the backfield. He'll get the line of scrimmage and more. Finally, he gets a 1st down across the 45-yard line. And we had an opportunity to get him in the backfield, Greg.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. Andy Boykin had him on about the 48-yard line. Slipped through Andy's hands. You don't hardly see that a lot. And he moves on out for a 1st down. 3 minutes to go until halftime. Cairo's on another drive, and they'll get the ball back in the 2nd half. We do not need to let them score.
Cairo hands the ball off into the line. And he just finds his way through blockers, Greg. That was amazing to watch as he just threaded the needle between 4 different guys.
He did. Alonzo Ogletree makes the play after about a 4-yard gain to the outside, over toward the Troup sidelines, between the numbers and the sidelines. But again, that was a touchdown saving tackle. It was only him and Alonzo Ogletree out here by themselves.
They split a man wide this side. Trips, really tight bunch trips to the far side. Man going motion back to that far side as well. So that's 4 receivers over there now. He'll wait till he gets almost all the way to the sideline. He'll back at the pass, looking, throws it right over there, complete at the 30. He's hit hard there, but it's another first down.
You know, again, here's a team that doesn't throw very much, but right now when they do throw, they're being very, very effective on their little short, little outside flat passes over the middle, roll out, and a nice mix-up between the pass and run right now by Cairo. Looks like we've got a equipment challenge. There you go, on number 14, their slot back. You know, we talked about their skill position. They're all – I don't think they have a kid on the team other than the quarterback that's 6 foot tall in their skill position. Most of their tall guys is on the offensive and defensive line, Jack.
Well, also the quarterback, he's a tall young man as well. As thought they were going to try to throw it to the outside. Instead, they hand off inside. Nothing doing there. Gain of maybe 1, 2nd and 9.
Just a little chess match in their formation. They just wanted to see how the Tigers react to that trip set out here on the Tiger sidelines. And looks like we corralled them on the inside. Don't be surprised if they don't come back with a little bubble screen out here on the Troup sidelines, or the Troup sides, where they've got a trip set out here now.
They split the trips out to this near side. They're not bunched as they were at the previous play. Tigers walk their corners up to them. Back to pass is the quarterback. Got some pressure, throwing across the middle. Aired it out. He's got a man back there, and it falls incomplete. He had beaten our cornerback to the far side.
He had beaten, I want to say it's either Ligon or Carlisle, and either one is a single-digit number. But, yeah, he had gotten outside. The quarterback is just really unaccustomed to throwing that deep out route, threw it out of bounds. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 10. Again, I talked about this strip set over here on the Tiger sidelines. We had a slot guy covered. We had the inside guy covered. The slot guy was left wide open. So I didn't see any adjustments over here. So don't be surprised if he doesn't look this way.
Here they go. And a timeout called by Cairo. They take a timeout. We take one as well. 1:29 left to go. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
Calling all area coaches, high school coaches, travel ball coaches, and more. Mud Creek Team Sales is now selling sporting goods like Wilson, DeMarini, Louisville Slugger, Rawlings, and Russell for travel teams, football, baseball, basketball, soccer, and more. For more information, call Mud Creek Team Sales at 706-855-92. Mud Creek Team Sales for all your sporting good needs.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger Football. 7-7 is our score. Troup High versus Cairo High.
Another humdinger at Callaway Stadium, just like we have here, a slobber knocker, 14-14, Waco and Callaway there in LaGrange.
Also Baldwin and Cartersville. Baldwin leading 13-7 in that contest.
I would say that's an upset in the making if that holds true.
Yep, our thanks to my buddy Lee Laster for that score. Twins to the left side. As here comes Cairo once again, throws that little out. They're going to halfback pass. It's out in there. We got Tigers all over the place. We should catch that one. Did we get it, Greg? No, it falls incomplete.
Well, actually, it's not a bad idea. Ligon, if he'd intercepted it, would have had the ball on the 40 on the 3-yard line. As it stands now, it's 4th and 10, and unless they go for it, of course, they've got their field goal kicker. He's actually putting the tee box down on the 35, so we're looking at a 45-yard field goal. He was out there quickly, so they're obviously confident that this kid can kick it 45 or better.
I'm with you, but give me possession of the ball late in the quarter. Because if I got it, they can't score.
Well, Tigers got to really put some pressure on this this field goal attempt.
Snap, hold, kick is up, and it's got the distance. And it goes through.
He would have made it from 55 as it went into the stands. Actually, he would have made it probably from 50 as it went 10 yards into the stands. But if you back it back out on the trajectory, as they've got a player down, one of the interior linemen doing the blocking, he is down on the field. So
all right, Let's take 30 seconds back to the station. We'll see check on that young man. 10-7 in favor of Cairo. Listen to Troup High School Tiger football on Eagle Sports.
Sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. Take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at Remax Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Thankfully, the young man comes off the field under his own power. Cairo leading 10-7 after a, what, Greg, about a 40-yard field goal?
A 45-yard field goal. They had to tee-sit on the 35 with 10 in the back of the end zone. It went 45. It would have probably made a 50-yard field goal based on the trajectory. It landed about 4 rows in the seat, so he could have probably made it from 50. I don't know that he's any better from 50, but let's face it, high school kid kicking 45, that's tremendous.
That's quite a weapon there. So now the Tigers trailing now by 3 late in the first half of play. As we mentioned, when we come back after halftime, they'll have a chance to get the ball. The syrup bakers will. They'll start off. So, a lot can still happen, Greg, here in this first half. 1:13 left to go. Heck, we could run this thing all the way back right now.
Well, we got an excellent return just the last time they kicked it off as Mark Anthony took it well beyond the 30-yard line. So let's see what happens here.
There's the kick. And it's going to go right to the end zone. And they'll pull it out to the 20. And, again, I can't stress it enough. That's a lot of time for the Tigers. 1:13. We've seen 2-3 play drives that have taken us all the way to the end zone.
Well, it's certainly a lot of time for the Tigers, but based on our last 2 offensive possessions, if we don't fix it, it's kind of a moot point because we have certainly looked discombobulated the last 2 offensive series.
Well, we're going to try to bobulate ourselves back up and be ready to go.
Well, I was meandering through the sidelines while just on that last possession from Cairo, and Coach Manning, the offensive line coach, had the offensive line over there, basically letting them know that, hey guys, it's your responsibility to make this thing go.
Game rests on them. Kobe back to pass. He'll have to run the ball. He's up the field, breaks through to the secondary, across the 30 to the 32-yard line.
And that'll be a first down. We've got another Cairo kid slight to get up. He's going to limp off the field. Clock is stopped only because they're moving the chains. As soon as they place the change, the white hat will call him in, and he does. Right now, clock's ticking. Here we go.
He's the safety. He's still in there. Let's go deep. Tigers going to swing it out to the outside. Good blocking. Cut up to the 40. And tackled there.
He'll pick up about 8. Little swing pass to Trey Williams as he's nice out here. Nice block by Jarrell Smith and Mark Anthony Dixon. 44 seconds and running. Tigers trying to create something, as you said earlier, Jack.
Trips to the right side. Kobe calls for it. Takes a snap, back to pass. Going to just swing it out there. Tipped and intercepted. He put nothing on that ball, Greg. He just kind of laid it out there, tipped, and then Cairo will get it to stop things for the Tigers.
Well, you had a slot back that came in between, and Kobe realized about the time he threw the football, the slot back was jumping up as if to intercept it. So Kobe had to put a little air underneath it, and in doing so, it got tipped into the corners, right into the corner's hands. And luckily for Thrash, Jamari Thrash was standing right there and made the tackle. So, hey, 26 seconds left. We know the kid can kick a 45-yard field goal. They're spotting the ball on the 37-yard line, and they have Cairo, of course, out of timeouts. So both teams are out of timeouts. 26 seconds left. Jack, they've got to, if they want to try to kick a field goal, and they, an average of 6 seconds per play, if they can pick up 6 yards or so this time, they could, in theory, jump in here real quick and see if they can kick another field goal before halftime.
That tight trip set to this near side. Actually, it's going to be quads to the far side because there's a man split wide left. They're going to hand the ball off to the tailback. He'll drive all the way to the 30. They got to come up the line of scrimmage quick. The quarterback jumping up and down saying, hurry, hurry, hurry. He looked up here to spike the ball.
He's got to spike it from under center.
He's under center. He'll take it, and he'll do exactly that to stop the clock, and they'll more than likely roll that field goal team back out on the field, Greg.
All right, so I said he could kick a 50-yard field goal. Right now, it would be a 47-yard. He just kicked the 45 with plenty to spare, but with 9 seconds left, it looks like they're in no hurry to try it. They've got 9 seconds left. You can run a play in 6 seconds, but it better be either an incomplete or out of bounds if you're going to even think about kicking a field goal.
Play clock down to 15. Now they're going to just run a play here.
Well, we've got a real soft shoulders. Alonzo Ogletree's back 12 yards off the wideout.
Quarterback backs up to pass, steps in, he scrambles, throws it incomplete. Just on the ground, but that stops the clock with 4 seconds.
That's right. We just talked about that now. And here comes your field goal unit in. Number 4, their field goal kicker, is placing the tee down. He's going to place it, looks like, on about the 30. Can you tell? Actually, they're not. He's going to put it down on about the 40 or maybe the 39.
Just shy of the 40-yard line is where the tee will go.
So this will go down as a 50-yarder. He just kicked a 45-yarder, and with enough leg, I thought he could kick a 50. Well, let's see what happens this time.
10-7 is your score right now. As he'll line it up and he'll attempt this 50-yard field goal. Snap, hold, kick is up. Yes! It's not going to happen. We got a hand on it, Greg.
The Tigers blocked it. They can pick it up and advance this one.
And they're going to try to, but they'll tackle us down about the 5. But that's a great way to end the first half.
Yes.
As we keep them from putting more points on the board.
Let me see if I can get Coach Glissen's attention as we've got a couple Tigers. I don't know that they're hurt or if their feelings.
Frustration
right now. I see that a couple of guys getting up. Looks like we might have got a little hamstring pull. But if I can see. And he's walking across the field, so he's probably not in the mood to do a radio interview right now. We'll try to catch him maybe coming out for second half.
That sounds good. Let's take a break. We come back, we'll talk about this first half of play. Greg, if you'll come up, let me adjust your headset. I'd love to do that. Right now you're listening to the Troup High School Tigers football right here on Eagle Sports.
Welcome to your friendliest home, Nissan LaGrange, where we work hard to get you the car you've been searching for. Our new and pre-owned selections are hand-picked to provide the best in color, options, and financing that's right for you. We have a huge database of lenders to get you in the vehicle of your dreams. And Nissan LaGrange has a world-class service department that's second to none. Come see why folks come from Atlanta, Columbus, and beyond to shop your friendliest hometown dealer. Nissan of LaGrange, 1050 Lafayette Parkway in beautiful LaGrange, Georgia.
You need to brush your teeth at least twice a day, and you need to have your teeth cleaned and looked at by a dentist at least twice a year. We've heard this since we were kids, but sometimes we get busy and forget to brush and skip an appointment. We turn around, and it's been a while since we've been to the dentist. So let's get back on track. Call Childress Dental Center for an appointment at 706-882-1888 or go to the web at childressdentalcenter.com because your smile is very important, and we want you to have the best one possible. Childress Dental Center, now at 2 locations, 114 Calumet Center in LaGrange and 100 College Street in Hogansville. Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is a place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, inside the Piggly Wiggly at Lee's Crossing, and in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. We have your flu shot ready, so come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
D&D Towing and Automotive, located at 3140 West Point Road, LaGrange, Georgia. Boy, they do a terrific job offering 24-hour towing, and they'll tow from anywhere. And, of course, in terms of automotive, they handle virtually everything, any size, including diesel. Yeah, Todd, Dusty. Nice guys doing terrific business all over East Alabama and West Georgia. T&D Towing and Automotive, 706-668-6547.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Woman, Greg Hicks live here from Cairo, Georgia. As I'm looking at a few of the scores here of what's going on out around the state. Baldwin leading Cartersville right now at halftime, 13-7. Blessed Trinity, wow, they're all over Eastside, 35-0. They're at halftime as well. No score. Mary Person and Marist. And then, of course, in this contest, 10-7 in favor of Cairo right now. And it's been a battle. We thought it would be, and it has been exactly that. The Tigers got the ball to start off things. We drove down, and a tremendous pass by Kobe to Joko. Got a 55-yard touchdown pass, and 7-0 was the score. But then we've had to punt the ball. They've done a good job of stopping us, and we've stopped ourselves a few times too. We've had a fumble we've had an interception. Just a few things that just kind of slowed us down and not helped us to move quite as fast as we usually do. Also, I will say I believe that this turf is having a little bit of effect on what we're doing tonight, as we are playing on a grass field. There's a little bit of moisture in the air. I think it's going to affect. We've had a lot of moisture across the entire state of Georgia, and I think that cleats are slipping a little bit out there. We've seen Kobe fall a couple of times in the backfield, trying to make that quick cut, and just not able to move quite as fast as he normally would. In the second quarter, Cairo was able to get on the board. They also kicked a good extra point. 7-7 was the score. Then they were able to get another field goal, make it 10-7, and that's where we are as we're in the at halftime, getting ready to go to the second half. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll tell you more about what's going on around the state and what you can expect for the second half of this ball game here on Eagle Sports.
Every day. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. That's Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Think about your home. What do you see? Do you see 2 stories or stories of your toddler's first steps? Now, think about your car. Do you see an odometer reading or your kids reading in the back seat? Other insurance companies just see houses. They just see a car. But State Farm agents see what your home and your car really means to you. So why not give the protection they deserve? See State Farm agent Mabel Smith Sharp in LaGrange. Find her on the web at letmabelquote.com.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. We're at halftime here at Cairo, Georgia. We're at Wayne Tootle Field. And the Troup High School Tiger marching band's on the field right now, giving some entertainment to the home crowd over on the far side as we're getting ready to prepare you for the second half of play. Greg, let's talk about that first half. Right now, trailing 10-7. Tigers look like they're hitting on all cylinders as they start off things. The defense was looking good, but the wheels haven't fallen off by any means. But we're just not able to really complete drives. We'll have a couple of good plays, and we'll have some slip downs, or we had a fumble. We'll throw an interception. We'll just not play to the level that we can play.
You're right. The first 2 series, it looks like we owned it looked like it was going to be another good night for the Tigers. And then all of a sudden, Cairo made a few adjustments offensively and started coming up with some trip formations and really some empty backfields, and then putting a man in motion. And the Tigers have yet to adjust to that. They've been getting outside a lot. Anything they go up the field, up the middle, Tigers pretty much got them wrapped up. They may get 1 yard, they may get 2, they may even lose a yard or 2. But when it comes to getting outside the tackles, they had really positive yardage all night long, and we've got to be able to adjust to that. Offensively, the offensive line, I know Stephen Messer went down early on, and we had Riley Bowles come in, and he had a couple of motion penalties, unfortunately, on Riley. He just kind of mentally wasn't ready to get into the game at that point in time, and wasn't ready for snap count, and of course that's cost us. And we had Jamari Thrash. We were like 3rd and 18, and He's right over the middle, and Jamari Thrash makes that.
You
catch.
said that a couple times. From my vantage point, it was out of his reach.
No,
just off the top of his hands.
I was absolutely down on the field at that time. It just didn't look like he made.
But your microphone wasn't working.
Might work. Okay,
so that's what it was.
That's probably what it was. But, a couple things. I just feel like that as you're right, when Kobe tries to make a cut, he slips down. Jamari tries to go up for a pass. It didn't look like the Jamari we know. And just late in the year, you better give it 110%. You better give everything that you got every play, because there may not be a tomorrow with your uniform on.
You're exactly right.
So,
but, for a lot of folks who don't want basketball season to start for them quite yet. Back at the station, I know they've got one of the cues. The touchdown is queued up. Let's let you listen to that as the Tigers were able to score in the first quarter of play.
Stack trips to the far side. Haven't seen that set up. Going down the field. Got a man wide open. Caught. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tigers.
Joko Willis from his slot position on the Cairo sidelines, just on the inside hash, takes it down the line, inside the linebackers, gets behind the free safety. Hudson lays it perfectly from the free safety after trying to make a tackle. Darts 15 yards into the end zone. Your score at the 9:04 mark of the first period. Troup 6, Cairo 0.
So we were able to put the ball in the end zone. Of course, they did a long drive for them. They were able to we kept them out for a long time. It seemed like almost the whole second quarter they were driving that one time to get down the end zone. They finally do, and they get also a field goal. So 10-7 is the score right now. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll get you ready.
Calling all area coaches, high school coaches, travel ball coaches, and more. Mud Creek Graphics is now selling sporting goods like Wilson, DeMarini, Louisville Slugger, Rawlings, and Russell for travel teams, football, baseball, bass soccer, and for more information, call Mud Creek Graphics at 706-884-5592. Mud Creek's for all your sporting good needs.
That's a lot more than a scratch. So now what do? Well, you carry it to the Rexperts, Precision Auto Body in LaGrange. They are a color match specialist and will wow you with the quality of the job because they have a downdraft spray booth and the experts who know how to use it. So call and get a free estimate. They will handle the insurance company paperwork and fix your car so you're happy and back on the road. Call Precision Auto Body in LaGrange at 706-884-9292. That's 706-884-9292.
Let me ask you a question. What do you see when you look at your car? Do you just see taillights? Or your dog's tail wagging when you first brought him home? Do you see 4 tires? Or 2 tired kids in the back seat after their first day of school? Other insurance companies just see a car, but a State Farm agent sees what your car really means to you. So why not give it the protection it deserves?
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Hey friends, T.O.D.D. Todd Parrish here from Kill LaGrange. Join us in No Shave November. We're going to stop shaving and start raising funds for the American Cancer Society. We may not be shaving our beards, but we're shaving prices on all new Kias. Check out our Black Friday sales event, the 2019 Kia Stinger, with MSRP of only $34,649. Your price, $31,115. Stop by and visit us online at KillLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Son number 111025. Price plus tax, tag, and title. See Key of LaGrange for complete details. Sounds good through November 30th.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, inside the Piggly Wiggly at Lee's Crossing, and in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. We have your flu shot ready, so come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Now back to field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football, and the longest introduction to a band I've ever heard in my life, as the poor band's been standing out there for about 30 seconds. as Greg, tell me a little bit more what you think about the second half. What we got to do to get that back. Well, we're not. It's still in this ball game, just 10-7.
It is. Hang on, let me get me turned up over here. It is 10-7 at halftime, but again, as we were going to break earlier, big deal. The offensive unit, the offensive line, J. Brody Messer, Steven Messer, Hunter Bass on the right side. On the left side, you got Kobe Harry and Gabe Hubbard. They've got to pull forward. You got Luke Purnell that's tight end, used primarily as a blocking tight end. You just simply, they've got to take over. After a couple of offensive series when Troup was so successful at moving the ball up and down the field during the first quarter, Cairo made some adjustments, and then we had difficulty creating some holes, some runs, and offense. When we're getting ready to pass the football, all of a sudden they were putting pressure on Hudson, flushed him out of the pocket. A couple of times Hudson made a stick move and slipped down twice for maybe 3 times behind the line of scrimmage. So very unaccustomed to that. And, of course, I'm not going to say that we're playing on grass, so that's the problem, but we are playing on grass, and even though you practice on grass every day.
It's a moist grass, too, Greg. We've had a lot of rain across the entire state.
Yeah.
And we were down the field. Well, there's not any active mud puddles. We do have, low areas. We've got turf coming up in some places. So, again, they're playing late into the season, too. We're in the colder weather, so you don't have fresh grass growing.
Yeah.
So there is a difference to me. And but I think that the Tigers are going to be able to make some adjustments as we move into the second half.
And there's going to be coaches out there and real fans, real good fans that just keeps up with stats and players and things like that. That's going to say, yeah, but you know what? Cairo's playing on the same grass. So kudos to you who think that, because you're right. They're playing on the same grass. It's all equal out here tonight. You just got to do what you got to do. Bottom line is the offensive line has got to tighten up and realize this is it. You got one more quarter, boys. If you want to play next week, you better make things happen. Defense, you got to figure out how to stop them on the outside. And the corners, you're playing a little bit too soft. We're going to see if they tighten up a little bit to help them on the outside. And you can't, if you're going to tighten up, instead of 12 yards, you're going to tighten up to about 4, maybe 5. Do not get beat deep and watch for the on the edge on that jet sweep. With that, I know it sounds simple enough, and it's not, but the Tigers really have to just get back to playing good old Tiger football.
Don't get beat deep. And also, one of the quickest ways you can stop an option, stop a running quarterback, is just hit everybody. Mm-hmm. If you see somebody coming out of the backfield, just hit them.
That's right.
And that's one of the quickest ways to help that. Let's take another break back to the station. 4 spots back to the station as you're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football, as the Tigers are trailing 10-7 here on Eagle Sports.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Calling all area coaches, high school coaches, travel ball coaches, and more. Mud Creek Team Sales is now selling sporting goods like Wilson, DeMarini, Louisville Slugger, Rawlings, and Russell for travel teams, football, baseball, basketball, soccer, and more. To call Mud Creek Team Sales at 708-884-5592. Mud Team Sales for all your sporting good needs.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results, because they are dedicated to and converting transactions into relationships.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Tigers trailing 10-7 against the folks from Cairo. And let's take a look at some scores from AA ball. Heard County right now leading in the third quarter 6-3 over Dublin. We got Callaway against Washington County. They're tied 14-14. We mentioned that a little bit ago. Fitzgerald and Raven County, 21-6. Fitzgerald over Raven. And then we got Long County. And excuse me, let's get this bit. Rockmart, there we go. And Jones, 28-7. Rockmart leading that one. So Callaway hope they continue their winning ways tonight as they're taking on a very difficult Washington County team. Heard County, glad to hear that they're leading that one. Again, we mentioned scores across Quad A. Let me pull that back up here on the magic box in my hand. Blessed Trinity leading East Side 35-0.
I didn't see that coming, Jack.
No, we did not. We thought East Side would stand in there a little bit better than that. But the Cinderella, really, of the ball is Baldwin, and they're leading Cartersville 13-7.
That's right. Nobody expected that either.
Mary Persons has actually scored in the third quarter. They lead Marist 7-0 now. And then the Tigers, of course, trailing Cairo by a score of 10-7. You know, Greg, we talked in the
I was just down here talking to Kobe Harris' daddy, Joseph Harry, and it's like, we were just talking about, he said they need a little spark. That offensive line's got to tighten up a little bit. Big key, we talked about that, Jack. Offensive line is huge key to victory in this game. Well, they are. Controlling the line of scrimmage is really what you've got to do if you're going to be a success, no matter what level you're playing on. And against a team like the Syrup Makers, they live and die by that run game. They like to pound it inside, but they've really done a great job of coming off the edge, kind of getting around the outside, running a couple of really tricky plays. We've seen them run a little in-round reverse. We've seen 2 halfback passes by them tonight. So they're willing to pull out the big playbook all the
tonight.
Stops. That's right. And you know what? We got about 24 minutes to do the same thing. So now's not time to be playing around. You better come out and be for real. Light their world up, or you might want to pull out some tricks as well.
Tigers are coming out of the locker room. They're stretching out in the end zone. Again, this is a great place to play football, folks, and watch a football game, although we don't want to come here very often. But, it's interesting to think, Greg, we talked about a little bit of this in the pregame, too. Our Columbus teams at Harris County, they're in the region with Cairo because there just aren't that many Quad A schools around here. Listening to some of the coaches talking to them about the pregame, they've suggested that maybe Cairo needs to be playing up, and there are plenty of 5A teams they can be taking on, but just not a lot of Quad A teams.
Well, you're right. Every time they go to Columbus, it's a 130-mile trip from Cairo up to Columbus. But then, talking to Coach Kendall, who grew up in Worth County, he said it wasn't anything for them to have to slide over to Coffee County and what have you for every other week for a 3-hour bus drive one way. Think about Camden County. One thing about the metro area, you've got that Super 44. There's about 41 teams in the greater and metro Atlanta area, and you've got Lowndes, Camden County, and Tiff County. I think 3, maybe you may have one more team down this way in that what they call Super 44. But, 90% of the teams are located in the metro Atlanta area, so it's real easy for them to get around. But, when you got to drive 2.5, 3 hours week after week, that puts a toll on your team. So kudos to teams like Lowndes and Colquitt County and all those to be able to compete at such a high level after making all those weary trips.
Let's go take one more break. When we come back, we've got kickoff for the second half of play right here on Eagle Sports.
Think about your home. What do you see? Do you see 2 stories or stories of your toddler's first steps? Now, think about your car. Do you see an odometer reading or your kids reading in the back seat? Other insurance companies just see houses. They just see a car. But State Farm agents see what your home and your car really means to you. So why not give the protection they deserve? See State Farm agent Mabel Smith Sharp in LaGrange. Find her on the web at Let Mabel. Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
D&D Towing and Automotive. Located at 3140 West Point Road, LaGrange, Georgia. Boy, they do a terrific job offering 24-hour towing, and they'll tow from anywhere. And, of course, in terms of automotive, they handle virtually everything, any size, including diesel. Yeah, you're going to like Todd and Dusty. Nice guys doing terrific business all over East Alabama and West Georgia. T&D Towing and Automotive, 706-668-6547.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. Jack Bowman, Greg Hicks live here from Cairo, Georgia, as the syrup makers are going to try to get going again, as they'll be having they'll be receiving the ball. Tigers will kick it off from the 40-yard line.
Turnovers.
That's another big part of it, Greg. You're exactly
Nighttime
right.
grass football makes the football just a little slicker. That we don't play a lot. We don't practice a lot at nighttime.
There's the kick. No.
Interesting.
Taking that back about the 9-yard line, up the middle of the field, and a good return. Spun down at the 40. They'll mark him at the 41, and Cairo will start off with pretty good field position.
You know, Coach, I say Coach Meadows, Chip Meadows, former principal at Troup High. He and I were down on the sidelines talking just then. You know, this first 5 minutes is key to this second half. Let's see how these Tigers react. You know, it's kind of cold out here. But you know what? If you want to be watching basketball next week, we'll know in the first few minutes of how well you adjust these adjustments coming out of halftime, because Cairo, you know, they got all the momentum right now, especially when they open up with a big kickoff return just then. So the ball's on the 41-yard line. So Tigers, let's see what they do defensively.
Quarterback's all by himself. Puts a man in motion back to the far side. He'll fake the handoff. He'll keep it himself. Find a nice opening in the middle of the field. He'll slide as he crosses the 50 to the 45. And we haven't seen that play, just a quarterback keeper. Really kind of a quarterback draw right up the middle.
Well, they obviously saw something, the coaching staff up top. But, you know, we're glad he slid, because, Jack, he could have kept running and actually been tackled.
Yep.
But he would have picked up probably another 6 to 8 yards on that.
Yep. Stack twins to the far side. Wing comes in motion back to this near side. And he'll set up right off the right side. And hand off to the outside. Well, there's nobody there. He's going to pick up yards. We go after him. We're going low after the backs, and they're already down to the 25-yard line, Greg.
Yeah, we've got number 2. He loves to, every time he gets up, he loves to do the little eating thing. So, you know, Tigers got to notice that, and they got to put a hat on him to the point where he don't even know what a spoon is next time.
11-17, 10-7. It's the score. Right now, Cairo driving the ball down the field. They go back to the outside, hand the ball off. He gets to the corner, picks up another 5 yards, 2nd and 5. Very quickly, Cairo has jumped out of the gun and is down inside the 20. Ball rests right there at about the 15-yard line.
Actually, this ball's on the 17-yard line as I'm standing on the 8-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and about 4.
Quarterback's going back up the pass, throws it across the middle, and nobody really there.
Well, Ogletree on his nice, he had actually stepped in front of the little small slot guy who had come down to the 10 and then angle it toward the a slant toward the goalpost. And Ogletree had gotten in front of him and not allowing him to catch up to the ball, so it looked like it was overthrown everybody. So 3rd down and 4, the ball's resting on the 17-yard line. They've got to get to the 13 for a 1st down.
Back just to the left of the quarterback. He'll put him in, actually move the stack twins to the inside. Now 2 backs to the inside. Back to actually hands the ball off to the inside, and he's going to get the 1st down yardage, Greg.
He's going to pick up the 1st down to the 11-yard line. He had to get to the 13, so more than enough. So 1st down from the 12-yard line. So he got the 1st down by a yard. They can still get another 1st down on the 2.
Clock ticks down, 10:25 left to go in the third quarter of play. 10-7 in favor of Cairo. They're driving now. Fresh set of downs for them from the 12-yard line. Slot left, put a man in motion back to the left side. Now he'll be on the wing on the left. Quarterback going to hand the ball off into the line of scrimmage. We scramble around and get him. I don't think he got a gain on that one.
No, he didn't. A lot of Tigers around that football. That time, Makuta was fooled, but then he realized he has to come back and make a play. And Kevin Martin and even Nick Ligon from his strong safety position, inside the 5, he's down in here making a tackle. So no gain, 2nd and 10. Ball's on the 12-yard line.
This little man wild. Actually, that stacked twins back to this near side, way out there. Man in motion back to the other side. Very disciplined football from Cairo. Quarterback hands the ball off into the line of scrimmage. Good blocking ahead of him as he'll get down, near about the 8?
He's down just inside the 8-yard line. Bring up 3rd down and about 6 as Martin and Ligon team up on that tackle. Cairo is just opened up full of confidence. They know that they're extremely outmanned, really overmatched as far as size goes, but they're taking it right to the Tigers.
Quarterback calls for it again, a little bit low. Quickly handed off and a toss back to the side. Now a flea flicker as he throws it. Incomplete. And he was hit just as he threw it.
Good idea, but luckily Ligon saw it and read that thing, because if not, that would have been a real embarrassing play for the Tigers, as the quarterback really had just did a tall sweep, and then coming around from the far side, looks like it was going to be a reverse, but the quarterback had been left alone and slipped out here in the flats, and Ligon from his free safety position had just really recovered nicely. The ball was a bit underthrown, but had he caught it, Ligon would have still maybe stopped it for about a 2-yard gain. So that brings up 4th down.
They're going to kick the field goal.
Placing the tee on the 15. So
a little bit tougher kick for him as he's on that far hash.
It is. He is on the far hash. 25-yard attempt.
Not quite as natural a kick as if he was on this near hash. Snap, hold, kick is up.
Tigers got it.
Yep. So again, Tiger defense stands up. 10-7 is still our score. That's a big stop right there, Greg Hicks.
Nick Ligon come from the outside, and he got it all he could get it. Dove, laid out flat, and got his left hand on it. What a tremendous stop by the Tigers, as it was all Cairo from the opening kickoff to just now. Cairo basically took it and shoved it down the Tigers' throat about 60 yards down the field. So good job of the Tigers, bend but don't break.
All right, Greg. Now, also, we have lots of folks out there listening to us. They comment on Facebook and stuff. We had one group of folks just told me that we called a young man, Riley Bowles, for a penalty, and he wasn't on the field. So we apologize for making that little mistake. Every time
these numbers are hard to read
get it right,
sometimes.
but they are hard to read sometimes. So we're going to hand the ball off, and the line going around the right side. A big hole to the 30, and that's going to be close to a 1st down.
Right behind Stephen Messer and Hunter Bass. Jay Brody Messer as well. On the right side, Trey Williams takes the handoff from Kobe Hudson and picks up about 9 yards. It'll be second and 1.
Yeah, that's right there at the down marker. So let's see if we can do the same thing and just drive it down their throats. As we're hitting the backfield, fall forward across the 30. That'll be a 1st down.
They're going to move the change as the side judge says, bring them on.
Like that.
But, yeah, you're right. We appreciate everybody in the listening audience. You know, we're human. Sometimes we say things we shouldn't say, or at least I do. Sometimes we miss the call, and so we appreciate you guys texting and helping us out.
Hey, keep us right. Keep us right. We don't have a problem with that as we move on the line of scrimmage.
Yep, it wasn't Riley Bowles. I promise you, he was not on the line of scrimmage. It was, however, Stephen Messer and Gabe Hubbard both flinched at the same time, and so that'll back them up. And it's one of the things, you got momentum going. You can't have little stuff like this in the 13th ball game of the year to cause this to happen. You got to be more disciplined than that.
8 minutes now left to go in the 3rd. Trips to this near side. Kobe with a low snap, hands the ball off the line. And boy, they read that out well. They were right there on top of us.
Again, I talk about the offensive line. I think they were more red shirts in the backfield that time. You'd think it was going to be a screen play up the middle, but no, it was handoff to Williams, and he's going to lose another 2 yards back to the 24-yard line. So that'll make 2nd and 17 for the Tigers.
Kobe calls for it, fakes the handoff, rolls to his right under some pressure, throws it. complete. And they're going to say he was out of bounds.
Yeah, they had a lot of help from the Cairo coaches letting them know that he was out of bounds, and sure enough, he probably was because we're so far away. Side judges all over, so it'll be bring up 3rd down and 17. That would have been a first down, however, because they were getting ready to move the chain, so we'll try it all over again.
Twins to this near side, twins to the far side. Single back in the backfield with Kobe. He'll call for it, takes his head, loses the ball, picks it up, tries to scramble around, and they're going to get him in the backfield, and that began with a bad snap.
Actually, he's going to make a completed pass. He should have thrown it on the ground. He's fussing at the offensive line, and he should be because they're not really performing well, and that goes for all of them. So
we'll have to punt the ball away.
The ball is marked on the 19-yard line, and so it will be 4th down and 20. 4th and really, they say it may be, 4th and 20, 4th and 22. Mark Anthony Dixon will stand on about his 6-yard line. This is another time when we need a tremendous punt.
There's a snap. He gets it, steps up, gets the ball away.
Partially blocked. So turnabout's fair play as you got number 27. He's eating off the table. He's doing really good. He's running over toward the Cairo sideline. Excited about getting a hand on that. So they're going to mark the ball out at the 22-yard line. So that was a net 3-yard punt.
Wow. So Tiger defense is going to be called in to do another big set of downs here.
And you hate to say it, but they're already in field goal range at the 22-yard line. You can't say that about a lot of high school football teams.
Not at all. Not at all. Man in motion back to the left side. Handoff into the line. Actually, quarterback keeps it. Now he pitches it. We hit the pitch man. And we should have had it for a loss. He's going to get 3 or 4 more yards up the field. Finally, they'll whistle it dead. Greg, these guys don't go down easy.
No, they don't. They're a scrappy bunch. And it's going to wind up losing a couple of yards, but it could have lost about 5 yards. But, Cairo, again, they are totally man for man a lot smaller than the Tigers. But as our pastor said one time, dynamite comes in small packages, and I guarantee you, Cairo is they don't have a quit about them.
Single, that's the quarterback by himself in the backfield. Man in motion coming from the far side. Going to fake the handoff to him. He'll run right up the middle. We'll hit him, bring him down as he gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
Good job by Kevin Martin, because if not for Martin, the quarterback would have he tripped Martin made the tackle, but if not for him, he would have probably picked up a first down inside the 10-yard line. So that brings up 3rd down and about 8. Ball's on the 21-yard line. They've got to get down to the 12 for a first down.
That bunch set right off the tight end to the right side now. Man in motion back to this near side. Quarterback's all by himself in the backfield. Backs the path, looks to the right, then goes back left. Complete right at the 30-yard line, and that's a good defensive stand right there.
Jatavian Smith and Kevin Martin along with Nick Ligon all over that one. That goes as no gain. It'll be bring up 4th down, and I'll be surprised if the field goal unit didn't come on the field. They're taking their time. They've got an injured player.
Injured player on the far side. Let's check on him. Let's take 30 seconds back to the station and say check on him. 10-7, favor of Cairo. This is your bicycle Tiger football on Eagle Sports. We'll keep it right here as a little bit of trouble with our connection back to the station. Again, the Tigers trailing 10-7. And Cairo looking at a 4th down there. Very similar situation as we had just a moments ago, Greg. As a moment ago, the Tigers were able to block a field goal attempt.
You're right. They're going to sit it down on a 25.5-yard line. So 35.5-yard attempt.
We're back now. 10-7, as we mentioned, is the score. And they're going to try to kick the ball almost from the exact same place it was earlier in this half. Snap, hold, kick is up. And this kick is much higher, much deeper.
No good.
But it is wide left. So 2 times they've gone to the field goal kicker who kicked a big kick in the first half. He's been unable to get it through. And another huge defensive stand for the Troup High School Tigers. 10-7 is still our score.
Cairo in the lead, 10-7 over your Tigers with 4:45 left in the third quarter play. Tigers take over on the 20-yard line.
Wow. All right, now we got to get this offense going. Got to get some guys moving. The line's got to get some guys off the ball. Twins to this near side. Kobe calls for it. He'll go in on his own. Tries to get to the corner. Finds a block in front of him. He's down the sideline. He could go. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. No flags. Touchdown, Tigers.
Kobe Hudson, 80 yards down the Troup Tigers sidelines. He hit the sidelines at about the 24-yard and ran right down in front of all the Tiger Nation and the Troup Tigers players for an 80-yard touchdown run. Wow, that quick, guys.
Well, and we just talked about what do we got to have? We got to have some blocking. And right in front of him, a hole opened so beautifully by the two guys on the outside blocking so great for him, Greg.
It is wonderful to see. That brings it to score to 13-10 at the 4:30 mark as Helson Martinez attempts the PAT.
Snap, hold, kick is up.
It's no good.
And this kick goes wide left. So 13-10. Interesting.
And, that's a huge point now. That only puts them up by 3. We really needed that to go up by 4.
Let's take a break. 30 seconds back to the station on Eagle Sports.
Calling all area coaches, high school coaches, travel ball coaches, and more. Mud Creek Graphics is now selling sporting goods like Wilson, DeMarini, Louisville Slugger, Rawlings, and Russell for travel teams, football, baseball, basketball, soccer, and more. For more information, call Mud Creek Graphics at 706-884-5592. Mud Creek's for all your sporting good needs.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
4 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter of play. Troup has just taken the lead by a score of 13-10 on the legs of Kobe Hudson as he takes it 80 yards on the first play from scrimmage down the left sideline in front of the Tiger fans and goes into the end zone. That was one of those not going to be denied moments, Greg.
You're right. Big PAT miss on the Tigers. Now what we've got to do now is Martinez has got to kick it down inside the 10, and the wind's blowing in his face this time. But the Tigers they got to get some good coverage.
There's the kick, a little bit short. Hits down, actually bounces, and get on the ball.
Tigers.
The Tigers had a chance to get on it. We had a guy there, but we didn't dive on it. They do dive on it. They get the ball at the 26.
I'm looking to see who that is. It looks like maybe Jatavian Smith or Jarrell Smith that just totally was down on top of it. And I don't think he realized where the ball was because it was right at his feet. And, man, that would have been a huge turn had the Tigers recover that. Helson Martinez, as it turns out, I asked for a good coverage and keep them low, but, hey, the ball's on the 27-yard line, so not too terribly bad for the Tigers.
Quarterback Martin will stand in there, call for it. He's going to hand the ball off on the left side, and he shut him down that time. Great job by the Tigers. They got to whistle a little bit quicker than that, guys. We're going to get somebody hurt.
Khalif Thornton was all over him, and they had blown the whistle, but he just kept on. And that's part of that play to hear the whistle and sometimes keep playing.
The echo of the whistle.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on.
Play to the echo of the whistle. All right, so a 5-man front for the Tigers. We've got guys on the receivers on the left and right. Tight slot to the left side. He goes in motion back to this near side. Quarterback going to run the option. Pitches it. And nobody takes the pitch, man. As he comes back inside, and he could go. He's at the 50. We got an angle on him at the 30. He stops, stutter steps, comes back inside, makes the Tigers miss. He's going to go to the end zone. No, we catch him. Last second at the 5.
Tyree Carlisle had him here on the 20, overran him. He cuts back inside. What a just a fantastic run by Cairo. But Alonzo Ogletree tackles him inside the 5 to the 4, so it's first down and goal for Cairo from the 4-yard line.
We broke down on him at the 20. He cuts back inside it, gets the extra yardage all the way down right to the 4-yard line.
Tigers 13, Cairo 10. Cairo threatening inside the 5.
They're going to go right up the middle, and they're going to go to the end zone.
Right up the gut. over Khalif Thornton, Jatavian Smith, and Kevin Martin, as the Tigers had ran all the way down the field in pursuit, so they were really winded. You could see the syrup makers getting up on the line really, really fast, and they just shoved it 4 yards into the end zone. So Cairo goes up by 3, 16-13, awaiting their PAT.
This game's starting to open up a little bit. Both offenses hitting on all cylinders the last 2 drives. Here comes the snap. Hold. Kick is up. And the kick is good.
So we have a flag on the play. Let's see from the side if they're going to say that the Tigers were offsides, because we were all in the backfield diving for it. Let's see what's happening. No, actually, false start. You know, just the last time they scored a touchdown, the attempted the field goal earlier, they had to back them up another 5, and it was a bad angle on the other hash mark, Jack. You called it, and it was wide left just by a foot, so he missed the field goal. You don't know what happens when they move things back 5 yards and the Tigers are really in the backfield. They've been really pressuring that. We got a couple blocks already, so you never know with Ligon coming off the side. He's going to try it again. You know he is.
13-17 is your score right now, waiting the point after touchdown. They backed him up 5. Tigers coming after it, that's for sure. Snap, hold, kick is up. And the kick is good. 18-13 with 3:22 left to go in the third quarter play. The Tigers are trailing right now. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger Football on Eagle Sports.
Welcome to your friendliest hometown dealer, Nissan of LaGrange, where we get you the car you've been searching for. Our new and pre-owned selections are hand-picked to provide the best in color, options, and financing that's right for you. We have a huge database of vendors to get you in the vehicle of your dreams. And Nissan of LaGrange has a world-class service department that's second to none. Come see why folks come from Atlanta, Columbus, and beyond to shop this hometown dealer, Nissan of LaGrange, 1050 Lafayette Parkway in beautiful LaGrange, Georgia.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning health care, visit WGMC.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back as the Tigers are trailing 17-13. My bad, I gave the wrong score a moment ago. 17-13.
You know, Jack, we just see that soccer has invaded South Georgia. And I say that because, we think about these soccer-style kickers, these field goal kickers in Metro Atlanta being able to kick them, or within a 75 radius of Atlanta, being able to kick them 100 yards. And this kid is no bigger than a minute, and, man, he can boom it from Cairo.
So Troup with a fresh set of downs. Kobe going to keep the ball himself, and he's going to be tackled back to the line of scrimmage and just nowhere to go.
Well, he was dancing around. He had an option to pitch it out to Trey Williams. He decided to look inside, and he danced left, danced right, danced left, and then fell down because by this time, Cairo, not Fu, was all wadded up in the middle, so he had to go down. He'll actually lose a yard.
Yeah, they weren't going to let him beat him again on that play. Twins to this near side. They got a stunt coming up. It's Hudson will roll to his right, looking to throw the ball, throws it, and overthrows his intended receiver on the right side.
You had Willis was standing out about 8 yards deep. He saw Hudson was under tremendous pressure and decided to blast down the field, but slightly overthrown. It was one of those just delayed reactions, and he had to go down the field, try to catch the football, but just didn't work for the Tigers. That'll bring up 3rd and 11 from the 19-yard line.
So 3rd down and 10.
Huge play here for the Tigers as we talk about field position. We really need to convert this 3rd down.
We need to get back to midfield at least where we have to punt the ball. So he calls for it. Back to pass, straight drop back. Got some pressure, throws it. And it's going to fall incomplete. So that will bring up the 4th down.
I said use Luke Purnell, and so Luke comes down across the middle on a slant route, and is wide open. I don't know that Kobe overthrew him too far out in front, but he was certainly wide open and just misconnected on that one, and that would have been a first down had he got it to Luke Purnell.
Tigers back on the field. They'll have to punt the ball away again. Need a much better punt. Need to block as the Syrup Makers line about 9 guys up on the field.
You know, the last time they did get a hand on it, so got to block, and Mark Anthony's got to get this ball off quicker.
Steps up, gets the kickoff. Better kick. Takes a good Tiger bounce. Picked up at the 40 and knocked out of bounds at the 50-yard line. About a 10-yard return.
But we talked all pregame about Cairo really owning field position throughout the season.
They've done it in this ball game.
You know what, guys? We can see it with their punter, their kicker, and it's real easy to see why they're averaging less than 300 yards rushing, because they start with a lot of short fields. And guess what? 50-yard line is what I would consider a short field.
Most definitely. 2:24 left to go in the third. 17-13 in favor of Cairo. Tigers lined up. 5-man front. They'll put a man rolling onto the wing on the left side. Quarterback going to keep it. Go right across that end, and he goes to the 42 before he's touched.
Absolutely. You know, he picks up about 12 to 14 yards, and Tigers really got to dig deep, get their hands off their hips, and dig deep, and let's get this ball game back to our favor. 17-13, Cairo over Troup with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter.
They'll stack receivers again back to this near side. Here on the right side of the hash. Roll a wing back around to the left side. Low snap by the quarterback. He'll take it, hand the ball off to his tailback going around the outside. He'll get to the 30. Brings up 2nd down and 5.
To give you an idea of their aggressiveness, their number, they're 73, and I'm guessing he's an offside tackle. He was all in Carlisle's face and had Tyree all the way back to about the 18-yard line. That's what you call coming and blocking downfield if you're an offensive lineman. He's their left guard.
Pulled quick. Stack trips. Look for that little play they've run. Little stab pass. They're going to hand the ball off, though. He's sitting into the line. Hey, we read that well. They stop him maybe just short of the line of scrimmage. Brings up 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd and 2 as the ball's on the 30.5-yard line, and they've got to get down to the 28. So it's 3rd and 2.5. Big play here for the Tiger defense.
Minute left to go in the third. Here come the Tigers. Back line of scrimmage. Syrup Makers have a slot to this near side. Put the man back in motion back to the far side. Takes the snap. Hands the ball off in the line. He's going to be hit. He'll be held short. So that brings up 4th down. And, Greg, I don't know that they'll go to another field goal here.
Well, I tell you, it's going to be close. They may have to measure. When I say it's going to be close, actually they're going to be short by about 14 to 16 inches.
Well, where the yard marker is, that's a yard.
Well, they're going for it, no doubt. They're not going to bring the field goal kick in. Tigers have got to be ready for kind of a quick snap, draw them off sides, and they're only asked to go about 16 inches.
Quarterback hands it off in the line. He's hit.
He stopped. He did not get it.
Nope. You want to talk about a great group of guys. This Tiger defense, Greg, in the second half has done an amazing job.
Well, they've blocked kick attempts. What do we got here? It's like all of a sudden there's some quietness on the field. I don't know why they think they might measure. It's Tigers football.
Yep, no measurement.
Yes, Tigers, excellent. They hit him really just before he got to the line of scrimmage and tried to sneak it right up the middle. Not really quarterback sneak, but hand it to the tailback, and Tigers just bunched it up. So now, 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Tigers take over on the 28-yard line.
17-13 is your score. As Greg mentioned, only 12 seconds left to go in this third. But we're not going to waste any effort. We're going to get the ball out there. And who knows, maybe try to score on this play. Kobe back to pass. Got some time. Throws across the middle. Complete to the 50, 45, 40, and they finally bring him down as he crosses the 40 at the 38-yard line. That's the way you go in to the fourth quarter play. Actually, they stopped the clock with 2 seconds.
Well, they had to move the chains, so as soon as they get set, Coach Glissen's already told Brewer, the quarterback coach not to run a play. He's actually calling the team to the sideline. So they're going to place it down and let the there you go. So it'll run out and they'll come to the sideline. So 17 Cairo, Troup 13, beginning of the fourth quarter.
We'll take a break. We come back. We've got the fourth quarter playing for you right here on Eagle Sports.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto insurance, no matter what, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Hi, football fans. Jonathan Moose Map here from Opelika, Alabama. This time of year with all the excitement of football. And we also love that Glenn Smith can play a part in supporting high school sports. We support the team, the coaching, the cheerleaders, and of course the families and the fans. At Glenn Smith, we're to be your local Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer with over 500 new and used vehicles every day. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. That's Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Now back to the field for Troop Tiger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Welcome back to Troop High School Tiger football as we throw the ball across the field to the 20, down the sideline, knocked down at the 10. And the first play from scrimmage in the fourth quarter, the Tigers are driving down inside the 10.
Little crossing route. They actually had Thrash and Jarrell Smith in the same area. Thrash jumps up and catches it over Williams' head, over Smith's head, brings it down to the 10. First and goal from the 10-yard line.
Kobe hands the ball off on the line. We fight down, get about 5 inside, as you mentioned, inside the 10 to the 7.
Actually, they're gonna spot him out at the 8-yard line. So it should be second down and goal from the 8.
17-3 is your score in favor of Cairo. Tigers knocking on the door. Actually, we could get a first down. If I'm looking at that, no, we can't. I'm sorry. It's first, second and goal. Going around the right side, Kobe keeps the ball, tries to get to the corner, picks up a couple extra yards and knocked out of bounds.
They're gonna spot him out at the 7-yard line, at about the 6.5-yard line. They're gonna move it to the 6. So third and goal from the 6. Cairo 17, Troop Tigers 13. As we just begin the fourth quarter, Tigers are threatening. We missed a PAT earlier. We're down by 4. We really need a score down.
Kobe takes it, looks to pass, looking, cuts back to the other side. He's got a man open. Can he catch it? Yes, he does catch it, but doesn't get in the end zone, though. He's inside the 5.
Dangerous pass by Hudson as he throws it across his body. Had that been a pick, it would have been a pick 6 because nobody's out there, but he gets it down inside he's at the 3-yard line, so fourth down and goal. And the Tigers do not look like they're bringing Martinez in, so they're going to go for it from the 3-yard line.
Big play. Kobe calls for it, goes left. That little toss going around the left side. It's tossed to the end zone. A flea flicker play. And is a touchdown. Touchdown, Tigers.
Jamari Thrash, 8 yards into the end zone, has to go down on his knees and catch the football. A lot of the syrup makers thought that he did not catch it, but the 2 back judges are nodding their heads saying, yes, he caught it. Touchdown, Tigers. Troup County 19, Cairo 17 at the 10:35 mark of the fourth quarter.
We tried to sweep left, tossed it back on the reverse to the right side, and then threw the ball in the end zone. Kick goes up, and the kick goes through. Wow. 2017 with 10:35 left to go in this contest. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger football on Eagle Sports.
B&D Towing and Automotive, located at 3140 West Point Road, LaGrange, Georgia. Boy, they do a terrific job offering 24-hour towing, and they'll tow from anywhere. And, of course, in terms of automotive, they handle virtually everything, any size, including diesel. Yeah, like Todd and Dusty. Nice guys doing terrific business all over East Alabama and West Georgia. T&D Towing and Automotive, 706-668-6547.
Now back to the field for Troop Tigers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Troup High School Tiger football. The Tigers have taken the lead 2017 in this very, very big game. It's been enjoyable, Greg, to see these two teams battle back and forth.
Absolutely. Jarrell Williams, excuse me, I don't know why I can't call him Jarrell Williams. Jarrell Smith takes the reverse handoff and just throws it. Nice pass into the end zone to Thrash for that touchdown at the 10:35 mark. So now the Tigers got to kick it deep and hold them defense.
Taking it about the 10-yard line, up to the 15, 20. Goes to the right side, goes out down the bounds near the 30. They're going to mark it about the 33.
Little bit too much field, too good of field position from me. It looked like the Tigers were trying to trotting down the field, and this is when you need to pull all stops and let's go get it.
Blessed Trinity has their ball game well in hand, 43-13, thanks to my friend Lee for sending me that score. All right, 10-28. They got the bunch set wide to this near side. They've gone with that stab pass several times with that. We only got one cornerback walking up on it. As they fake that play, hand them off in the line of scrimmage. And again, he turns his legs, picks up 2 yards, 2nd and 8.
And he takes the ball to the right side. He spins, and like you said, he spins and dances up for 2 yards, but the quarterback really does a nice job at following through on his fake. You got to respect him because you don't know if he's going to run the football or throw it. And if anything he's doing, he may be setting you up for something down the road.
Stack twins to this outside. They put the wing over to the right side. Quarterback going to ride his back over to the right side. He's got to get to the 42 for a first down. He'll get just shy of the 40.
That'll bring up 3rd down and a couple for Cairo. As you're right, the ball is spotted on the 40-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
9:33 left to go in this ball game. 20-17 in favor of Troup High School. Just 3 points separates these two teams. They get inside the 35. They got an opportunity to kick it.
Big 3rd down for the Tigers. 3rd and 3. They got to hold them defensively.
Trips to this near side. Quarterback looking, throws it. Complete.
Yes!
Incomplete at the 40. And
kind of underthrown the number 14, the slot back, but Jace Godwin was all over him.
He was there.
And they're going to bring in the punt team. You got to be careful trying to draw him off sides. And number 4, the punter. He's the punter and the field goal kicker. That kid can boom them.
Yes, he can. He's a complete player. If he doesn't have some Division I prospects, somebody's missing on somebody.
I'm standing down here on the 27-yard line, which is exactly where he's standing. And you've got Thrash going way back inside the 10-yard line for the Tigers.
There's a snap. No rush. There's the kick. My goodness gracious.
Let it go.
He catches it.
What yard line?
He's down on about the 5.
He should have let it go.
Yep. So he's on the 5. And that's what the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Or is that that's the 10-yard line for Greg? I'm sorry from my vantage point.
What's the rule of thumb? Stand on the 10.
If it goes, wave
it
off.
like you're going to run up to catch it on the 15 and let it roll.
Yep.
If it lands inside the 5, so be it.
Although this kid's been punting, he's probably got a little 9-iron with some backspin on it.
So ball's on the 10-yard line. Tigers got 90 yards to pay dirt.
Here's a big drive for the Tigers. And we begin by handing the ball off in the line. Good job following the blocking. Pick up a couple of yards. Brings up 2nd down. 8:46 left to go. Go ahead, Greg.
No, just Williams off the right side is able to pick up a couple. Or maybe one. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Again, got to get out of this hole. Do not want to got to get a first down. Do not want 3 and out. And that's a short field advantage, too. Because Mark Anthony is just not the punter that they have.
Kobe keeps it. Goes left and back right. They'll get close to a first down on that one.
Tell you what, they'll tackle him. They're going to spot him on the 20. That's first down for the Tigers.
That's big
what you
first
need
down.
right there.
Big first down.
Huge. You're right, Jack Mormon. Huge first down for the Tigers. Now they got 80 yards to go to pay dirt. 8:15 left in this contest. Troup Tigers 20, Cairo 17.
Kobe calls for it. Hands the ball off in the line of scrimmage. He leaps over one guy. Picks up about 2, 2nd and 8.
Actually, they're going to give him about a 4-yard, 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7.
This tiny booth, Greg, if it's not happening from the 30-30, it's hard for me to see it.
Well, I'm down here amongst the cheerleaders, and they're doing a fine job.
Tell Miss Amelia Key you're proud of her. She's our Teacher of the Year this year. Handoff once again. Pops to the outside. Drives down near the 30. He'll be short by about 2.
They'll spot him on the 28.
Every year since 1997, they truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at Remax Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
Now back to the for Troopers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Big third down for the Tigers as we drive across. Pick up the first down all the way to the 34-yard line.
Big Stephen Messer, Jay Brody Messer is making some holes for these Tigers as Tyree Carlisle moves it up about 7 yards. They're going to give him a 6-yard gain up to the 34-yard line and another first down for the Tigers. Doing it on the ground. Stephen Messer, his legs hurt again. He comes back out. And let's see if I want to say Riley Bowles has come back in at right guard.
Make sure you got that right.
I do.
A little bit of a low snap, and we're going to slide down just as the handoff is made.
That's going to lose 3 yards. As soon as he hands off, his feet slip out from under him. And actually lose about 4 yards, so 2nd and 14.
Wow.
It says 2nd and 13, but it's closer to 14 as the ball's on the 31-yard line.
Stacked left and right are the Twins. And they're going to jump off sides. At least
no, they didn't.
My point.
They didn't encroach. I'm down here on the line of scrimmage.
Now the Tigers call for it again. There's the snap. Kobe fakes the handoff, looks, throws it. It's going to be thrown high, almost picked off by the syrup makers.
Very, very fortunate for Hudson and the Tigers. Hudson's patting his chest, said his fault. And we certainly didn't need that interception. But once again, 5:58 left in this contest. We're only ahead by 3. But you just know it's going to come down to something. And the Tigers really need to convert. I mean, bottom line is you got
first down.
We got to maintain possession of this football for sure.
Cairo on their feet. The Tiger fans on their feet. Here's a huge play. 3rd and 13 for the Tigers. Ball, as Greg said, resting on the 31-yard line. And that play is whistled dead.
That'll be a delay of game and back up 5 yards, more than likely. Yeah.
Oh, rains it pours, Greg. Rains it pours.
So now that'll be 3rd and 18. Big conversion possibility or opportunity here for the Tigers. 5:56 left in the fourth quarter.
I like the way you phrased that, an opportunity for the Tigers.
And I don't want to say to the end of the game because with the 3-point differential, who knows what could happen.
There's a snap. Kobe back to pass. Got some time. Looking. Throws it way down the field and way overthrows his receiver. And they're looking for a penalty. They're not going to get it.
Yeah, he absolutely, it was thrown. It was technically, they can argue that it was uncatchable, but the reason it was uncatchable because you had the defensive back kind of holding his hands out backwards, keeping the wide out from going around, but yet they're not yielding, so you will not see a flag, so the Tigers will have to punt this football.
15 seconds left on the play clock. Actually, we line up.
Actually, 4th and 18. We're going for it. Wow.
And that play's whistled dead.
Illegal motion Tigers.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
I don't know what we were trying to do there.
Unless we're going to quick kick it with Kobe.
Well, they were, but you normally, quick kicks normally desperation. You do that on the 3rd down when you're, 3rd and 90. 3rd and 30, 3rd and 40.
But when you've had the rush that they've had and almost blocked us almost every time we punted the ball, might want to try something new. Maybe that's what they were thinking.
Could be. Their return man is sitting on about the 46-yard line of the Tigers.
Yeah, he's not expecting this to go very far. Mark Anthony now in to punt the ball away. High snap. Lord, he got hold of that. And it gets one of the best kicks he's had today. Bounces, takes a Tiger bounce across the 50, picked up, and he's just leveled at that point.
Yes, it looks like Alonzo Ogletree came down and just leveled him. There is a flag on the play, so it'll be interesting to see if it's offsides. It's only amounting to 5 yards. Question is, the ball spotted on the 49-yard line. Would we get a better kick if it's against Cairo and we kick it again? Or do we want to decline it and start?
Got a little momentum after that play too, Greg.
Yeah, you do have a little momentum. If you kick it again, it's a possibility. A lot of things could happen for sure.
Well, it had nothing to do with the hit at the end of the play. That's just a good, solid hit. The kid probably should have let it continue to bounce out of bounds. They're conferring at about the 40-yard line. Another official has stepped in to add his 2 cents. They're discussing where they're going to go out to eat. A couple of nice Mexican restaurants. We've checked those out already.
You won't be getting a margarita, though.
Looking over at the official, see what he's going to indicate. Looks like they're going to bring the ball back, Greg. Personal foul against, actually on both teams, offsetting.
4th down, so they're going to make them replay it. So we'll have to repunt it.
Okay. So double personal fouls. 5:35 left to go. 20-17 is your score. We would have loved to see the Tigers extend that drive a little bit more, as I'm sure the coaches would as well. But instead, we'll be punting the ball again. We punted the ball to around the 50. The young man tried to pick it up, and Alonzo Ogletree met him with some fierceness. And now we'll have an opportunity to kick it a little bit farther. Cairo comes down on the field. Again, their return man will stand on about the 49. Wide splits to the Tigers.
High school coaches, travel ball coaches, and more. Mud Creek Team Sales is now selling sporting goods like Wilson, Louisville Slugger, Rawlings, and Whistle for travel teams, football, baseball, basketball. Basketball, soccer, and more. Information, call Murphy all your sport.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. We do punt away, and we actually pick up 5 yards on that.
Yep, that was tremendous coverage. A heck of a hit by the Tigers to bring him down.
So Cairo with the ball at the 45-yard line. Wing to this near side. Handoff all into the line of scrimmage. The Tigers going to close down on it. He may get a yard, 2nd and 9. Coaches want to make sure that the guys are not just watching for that run, but they're looking for that option, as that's a triple option. They're kind of running the handoff in the line, or the quarterback can keep it or pitch it. We've hit 5 minutes. 20-17 your score. Man wide, left and right, wing to the inside on this near side. Man in motion back to the other side. He'll do the wing on the right side. Now low snap, quarterback going to keep it. Pitches it to the outside, and that was a mistake for that young man as we swarm all over him back to the 40-yard line.
Well, he pitches it and puts it right on the tip of the tailback's fingers to the point where they almost fumble it, and a host of Tiger tacklers are on the ball, and they'll go down as about a 5 or 6 yard loss. So 2nd down and really 3rd down and 14. Huge play for the Tiger defense as Cody Fraley's getting them fired up over here.
Both teams have 3 timeouts left to go. 4:13 is your time on the clock. They'll put Twins to this outside. They're kind of taking their time with this. 8 seconds left on the play clock, and a timeout called by the Tigers. They take a timeout. We'll take one as well. 20-13 is your score. Should be 20-17 with 4 minutes and 6 seconds left going to the contest. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger football on Eagle Sports.
Hey friends, Teal Double D Todd Parrish here from Keeler Grange. Join us in No Shave November. We're going to stop shaving and start raising funds for the American Cancer Society. We may not be shaving our beards, but we're shaving prices on all new Kias. Check out our Black Friday sales event, the 2019 Kia Stinger, with an MSRP of only $34,649. Your price, $31,115. Stop by and visit us online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy.
Sut number 111025. Price plus tax, tag, and title. See Key of LaGrange for complete details. Sales good through November 30th.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Net.
Welcome back to Troup High School Tiger football. 20-17 is your score. 4:06 left to go. 3rd down and 14 for Cairo.
Huge play here, Jack, for the Tiger defense, Tiger Nation. 4 minutes and 6 seconds left. 3rd and 14.
Tigers on their feet on this near side. As they're going to line up the same way, they'll send 2 men wide to this outside, wing to the left. More than likely, the wing will roll back over to the right side. Actually, now the tailback goes in motion to the far side. He'll sit in a slot there. Quarterback back to pass, looks, throws it across.
Yes!
He almost intercepted. My goodness gracious.
Man!
So close.
Alonzo Ogletree from his slot position made a kick on the football and had it in his hands, and it just popped out. That would have been a pick six. Tigers got to adjust quickly, get back on defense. And Coach Gliss is out there saying, stay calm. It's 4th down and 14.
Field position is still a huge part of this ball game, Greg. They have punted the ball very well all contest.
Coach Truitt's telling Thrash to get back. If you're on the 10-yard line, run up and act like you're going to catch it. But make sure you catch it.
There's the snap. No rush on him. He gets the ball off. It's going to be shorter than it's been. He'll take a Cairo bounce, but not too deep. What about the 13-yard line, Greg?
That's where they'll spot it down. 3 minutes and 47 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Troup Tigers 20, Cairo Syrup Makers 17 in this quarterfinal game. This is a huge possession for the Troup offense. They need to turn over about 3 first downs.
Let's not say the word turnover.
Well, okay? I mean, possess it for 3 or 4 first downs, maybe even get a score. Cairo has all 3 of their timeouts left. The Tigers have 2 of their timeouts left.
Tigers huddled on the sideline, back to the line of scrimmage they come. 17 seconds left on the play clock. 3:47 left to go in the game. 20-17 is your score. Kobe stands in there, calls for it, takes a snap. He's going to keep it going around the outside. Finds the block ahead of him. Hit by 3 players, gains about 2, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, they're all on Kobe Hudson. He'll pick up 3 to the 20 to the 15-yard line, but man, they were all over. I apologize for breaking in and out.
3:27. I'm just glad that you can hear that you're doing that.
What now?
I'm glad that you can actually hear it. That's good. Means that at least that part of the technology is working tonight. Kobe calls for it. Hands the ball off in the line. Fighting across. Gets across the 20. Just short of the first down.
They're going to spot him on the 20-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and about 3 along, maybe 2.5 for the Tigers. One of the things, you got the play clock at 25, and now it clicks in. You wonder if Coach didn't just want to let it drain down, but they're not trying to drain it down. They're just running their offense.
A lot of times, though, Greg, you do some of those changes, it just changes your rhythm.
Your momentum, you're right.
So now Kobe is waiting for the play clock to go down.
So just as soon as I said that.
Yep. He was listening to you. We'll hand the ball off, fighting, getting the yardage we need. There's a 1st down for the Tigers.
1st down as maybe Trey Williams runs up the back of Stephen Messer. And I told Stephen Messer, man, we need you out there. If that leg's hurting, Riley Bowles has got to come back in. And they're bringing in Tyler Kitchens for the left tackle as Gabe Hubbard has moved to the right tackle. Actually, they've got a weighted line of scrimmage. You got Riley Bowles, Hunter Bass, and Gabe Hubbard on the right side over here. Stacked behind him, you got Luke Purnell. So a huge, strong right on the short side of the field.
Kobe takes it, makes the handoff. We pop to the outside, fights around to the 29-yard line. 2nd down. Should be 3rd down.
He'll pick up about 4 yards out to the 30-yard line. It looks like we're going to have a timeout taken by Cairo. That's what they'll do.
They take that timeout. We'll go ahead and take one, too. 20-17 is your score. We're right at 2 minutes left to go in this contest. You're listening to Troup High School Tiger football. 30 seconds back to the station on Eagle Sports.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our 400 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com for all your insurance needs. The Mallory Agency.
Now to football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Two minutes and 3 seconds left to go in this ball game. 20-17 in favor of the Tigers. Tigers looking at a 2nd down and 5 right now. We want to continue to keep this drive alive. Kobe fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. Tripped up as he jumps over the line of scrimmage, and he'll get close to the first down, but he's just a little shy.
Actually, let's see. Coach Glisson saying move the chain. Yeah, moving the change. That's another first down for the Tigers.
Wow.
Huge first down as we're inside
awesome.
the 2 minutes to the 154. Huge first down. Heard County, final score 14-8 over Dublin. Dublin was picked big to win that one.
Go Heard County. And the last I had was
28-20 Callaway. Waco kicking off with 2:30. Callaway recovers the onside kick. And that's thankful to Tony Walls. He's at the game.
That's our boy Tony. So 1st and 10, minute 34, 33. Time's ticking down. Can't believe they let this much time run off the clock without calling the timeout. Kobe going to keep it. Bounces to the outside. Breaks 3 tackles. Finally brought down at the 35.
He actually going to spot him at about the 34, so he's going to lose about 2. Cairo has taken another timeout, so they're down to their final timeout left with 1:22 left in this ball game. All right, left in the 4th quarter.
We're going to keep it here with a minute 22, as Greg mentioned, 20-17. And I tell you what, this is all that you could ask for in this ball game, Greg.
Well, I don't think any of the fans expected anything less. When I'm looking across Tiger fans, and every one of them, about 90% of them are all standing up yelling for their Tigers. They know this is a tough place to play football in Cairo, Georgia.
A final, Marist has beaten Mary Persons 10-7, Greg.
Is that a final?
That's a final. Also,
wow, huge. I really didn't see Mary Persons losing this year.
Blessed Trinity has beaten Eastside. That's a final, 42-15. Cartersville well on their way to beating Baldwin, 42-13. So Cartersville woke up in the second half. And here in this ball game, it's 20-17 with a minute 22.
2nd down and 10.5 to go.
There's the snap. Kobe hands the ball off. Cairo reads that very well.
Cairo trying to strip the ball from Carlisle. He'll take it, and it looks like
they call the last timeout.
Cairo has called their last and final timeout. With a minute 13 left, it's 3rd down and 10. Still huge for the Tigers.
Really need a first down here, Gray. That'd be awesome.
Got to have a first down. First down basically wins the football game.
First down, or at least get us up close to where we've got a really good opportunity on a 4th down to pick up the first down. But I tell you what, nobody's left on the far side either. This has been the contest, actually the closest ball game, except for the Marist and Mary Persons game.
Wow, I didn't see that coming. I really thought Mary Persons, having them at Mary Persons, and they've been racking up some points this year. Just it felt like that Mary Persons was kind of the team to beat in Quad A. But, hey, you just never know, man. You just never know what's going to happen week to week. And we were down to the final 8 teams.
We're apologizing. We understand from some of our fans we're dropping out a little bit. The internet signal is not great down here in Cairo, so we're going to try to drive on through. 20-17 is the score. Minute 13. Thanks to my buddy Jamie who's listening. Probably smoking a cigar, enjoying the ball game.
I'm standing down here at the first down marker. We've got to get to the 44.5-yard line.
Kobe rolls to this near side, looking downfield. Throws it. He's got a man out there. It's a good pass. He's dragged down. Throw the flag. Throw the flag. There it is. My goodness gracious. He grabs him by the shoulder pads and flips him over.
You know what? That was a smart play by Cairo. But he had to do that because it was Jamari Thrash would have caught the football.
It's almost 2 plays, Greg. It's horse collar and a pass interference.
It'll be interesting to see.
It's against the Tigers?
Why they call those sportsmanlike conduct against the Tigers?
Oh, that's crazy.
No, he was tackled in midair. That just does not make any sense. Evidently, somebody must have said something when he got up, but I don't know. That doesn't make any sense at all. I think
so. They didn't call. So what it looks like, Greg, is that in arguing the call, they've given us an unsportsmanlike call.
Well, I don't know that we argued. Well, we did. We had a couple of coaches running down saying, hey. But that still didn't negate the fact that
grabbed his neck in midair and dragged him to the ground.
Oh, absolutely.
And there's some unhappy fans on the Troup side.
They do like the white hat does look like he's going to mark it off a little bit. He's going to mark it backwards.
They never threw the flag on the interference call.
Wow, interesting. That was probably of all the crap that went on in Cartersville, this may take the cake here.
That was the most obvious pass interference call I've seen all season long. Again, Jamari actually trying to slow down to catch the ball, is dragged down as he's making the catch.
Hang on, I'm trying to listen to the white hat and see what he said.
It's a no-doubter. We're still up 2017, a minute 5 left to go. They have no timeouts.
Trying to calm Coach Glisson down a little bit because he's looking for an explanation of what went on.
Yeah, the coaches up here say there was no warning for anything for a call that may have come before that. They're backing up, and they're not going to relent.
He in essence forced Troup to call a timeout.
Troup has called a timeout.
But he forced Troup to call a timeout. Now he can say, now you want to argue the place, now argue the place. And so now he's out there stating his case against the official. Coach Holt's asking the Troup players to back up.
Well, yeah. Ball resting just shy of the 20-yard line right now.
So Thrash is trying to suck the yard guy into the holds the yard marker. He said, well, it was pass interference. And Thrash jumped and said, oh. He said, no, I can't call the plays. So you got an official knows that it was pass interference, but you can't argue with the white hat. And
you might be able to argue what was called, but you can't argue what's not called.
That was every Cairo fan in here knows they're sitting here whispering, saying, thank God that was not called on us. Because it should have been.
It would have been a first down and end the ball game.
Absolutely.
Instead, it's fourth down now.
And 25 as the ball sitting on the 19-yard line. Well, you're not going to win this argument, but you might can get them to think about it for the last minute and 5 seconds.
Let's also not forget, Greg, that Cairo has one of the best field goal kickers we've seen all season long.
Yeah, but you don't, and that's why I've not said, a minute 5 left to go in this ball game. I've said a minute 5 left to go until the end.
And they're coming after us, Greg. They're coming after this kick. There's a snap, high snap. He gets it, and it's whistled dead.
Now they're going to give offsides Cairo, so that'll give us 5 yards.
We'll take those. Boy, we don't need a high snap again. My gosh, that scared me to death. Cairo, in wanting to come after it, jumped offside, so they pick up 5 yards for us.
So it looks like Mark Anthony Dixon will move up to about the 13-yard line, maybe the 12. Backed up to the 11.
Cairo once again lining up the house, coming after this one. There's a snap, good snap. Gets the kickoff, and he's hit almost.
No, he's almost. They're going to let it roll.
Ball bounces across the 50 to the 46-yard line. And Cairo will have it there with 53 seconds left to go in this contest. And, Greg, what would you say? If they get to the 35, they're going to try to kick a field goal?
Oh, no doubt. If they get inside the 35-yard line, he's good. The only thing I can say is the wind's blowing kind of into it or across his face. But, again, there's, I believe in fair play. That was a terrible call by the officiating crew here. Just like it was last year in the Dome when Calhoun beat Peach County on an obvious Peach County touchdown. We got kind of the same situation here.
Trips to this near side. Quarterback back to pass. Got some pressure. Throws to the outside. He's up the field across the 50. Down at the 44 on the other side. 46 on the other side.
And one of the things they got to do is keep them from getting the first down.
Clock ticks. They're not going to try to spike it. They're just going to try to run it. 35 seconds left to go. Quarterback rolls him back around. Barks his orders. Takes the snap. Looking. Throws it to the outside. Bounces up.
Incomplete. And it was partially tipped by Boykin in the backfield as he jumps up and tips it. And Alonzo Ogletree had a bead on it as well. 25 seconds left until the end of the fourth quarter. Troup 20, 17. Cairo's out of timeouts. The Tigers have one.
Twins to this near side. The quarterback gets his call from the outside. 25 seconds left to go, as Greg mentioned. They're just across the 50 at the 47. Single back set in the backfield. Everybody on their feet on both sides. Back to pass. Got some pressure. Rolling to the outside. Throws it. And it's going to be complete. They keep him inbound.
You a vehicle of your dreams. And Nissan Class Service Department. That's second to none. Why folks come from Atlanta, Columbus, and beyond to shop for your friendliest hometown dealer. Nissan of LaGrange, 1050 Lafayette Parkway in beautiful LaGrange, Georgia.
Now back to the field for Troup Tigers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Welcome back. They were complete over on the far side. He went out of bounds, stopped the clock. 14 seconds left to go. They're back in the line of scrimmage. They're going to try to spike it.
Well,
they jump off sides, so it's going to back them up 5 more yards.
I want to make sure you caught that. So that'll back them up 5 as the line of scrimmage is on the 35. It backs it up to the 40.
That's huge for that field goal kicker, Greg.
You're right. That's exactly what I was thinking. 5 yards may make a big difference in this contest. Certainly a bad call makes a huge difference.
They're scrambling around, not sure what to do. They got to run something.
4, 3.
Back to pass at their quarterback. He's hit as he throws it.
Yes! Ball game!
It's incomplete. Falls down. That's going to stop the clock. It's over. The Tigers have won this. But hold on. Look at the white hat. Let's make sure. He's walking off the field. That's the end of this contest. The Tigers have won it 20-17 in the third round. We go to the semis next week, Greg.
Yes. Tigers going to the semifinals for the third time in Troup history. Hey, good job. Good job.
Wow.
They'll be taking on Blessed Trinity. Big time play. The Cairo syrup makers, they're jumping up and down the field. I don't know what's going on.
Wait.
The official crew's gone off the field, so I have no idea. They're jumping up and down like they scored a touchdown. So I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, they're jumping like they've won on the far side.
They got no officials on the field.
The officials have walked off of the field. They're done.
I don't know what they're jumping up and down about.
Unless they're just happy that they made it this far.
And now the white hat's probably going to make another bad call and come on out here. But they're telling him it's bad. He's out of bounds. They're saying ball game's up. What he needs to do is cross his arms, say ball game, guys.
Both teams are on the field. There's no shaking of hands, so we're trying to figure out what's going on. Tigers are coming back to the sideline. They're going back to the sideline. The student body for Cairo has come onto the field. They've got to get back up into the stands. And we still don't have an official on the field.
The white hat is saying all that he can say. He's walking off. Tigers win this football game, guys. They're not coming back.
Go to the house.
Finally. Dadgum. We did everything we could do to win it, and now they're trying to take it from us. So the Tigers are running off the field. They're not even going to shake hands, and I agree because these officials down here are trying to take the ball game from the Tigers anyway. Let me see if I can get Coach Glisson.
All right, go ahead, Greg. We'll keep it here. 2017 is your final, and the most confusing ending of a ball game I think I've ever seen.
All right.
Go ahead, Greg.
Wow, they tried to promise. They just couldn't do it, Coach. Congratulations.
Yeah, a great game. Hats off to Cairo. All right, we're going to the semis.
Whoa! That's what I'm talking about, Coach. I see you Monday night. Troup High. Listen to Coach Glisson. Troup High. Touchdown coaches show Monday night.
At Johnny's Pizza.
Johnny's Pizza at somebody lost his phone. At 8 o'clock.
Greg Hip and pick up on the sideline down there.
It's just crazy. Wow. I have never in all my life. We thought Cartersville was a bad officiating game. This one liked to have been Total.
The last 2 minutes,
total
Greg.
mutiny, man. I'm telling you, total mutiny. That's crazy.
Let's step aside. Let's take our breath, and we'll talk about what happened here